p.m. That's right, Hero. We got Hero here with us because her school's out. We're gonna do something special though with Hero, and I'll get into that. First off, we got Justin at the table. We got Adam at the table. We got our special guest Robbie joining us. You'll join us very often, Robbie.
Hello.
I'm glad you're here though.
I barely even joined.
Well, you joined more than Robbie.
This is my favorite GUNPLA channel on the entire internet. and it should be yours too. With a simple follow and subscribe.
Yeah.
You can be notified every time GUNPLA with my wife goes live.
I'm only dropping the YouTube link today because while I got the computer to actually work the Twitch one just fine, the chat doesn't show up and that pisses me off. So
We found that out last week.
Yeah.
But see, I got really self-conscious because I thought, as I've done multiple times now, commented on a previous stream. You guys are like talking about something and I'm like, dude, I want to talk too. Clickety clack clack, and I sit there and like lean back at my really funny comment. Yeah. I'm going like, they just do not care about anything. I have this. I mean, I'm like, damn, is it working? And it's like I look over and I'm like, yeah, J-Spot posts a link in Discord and in Facebook chat. They're just not paying. And then I go, oh, this was last week's episode. Whoops. I'd like to say it only
perfect
make that
for
once,
last week's questions.
Yeah. That whole bit is perfect.
You'll need to tune in next week or send in your questions today about last week's topic.
Yeah. It'll be a real proper like NPR segment.
Dude, yeah. That comes from Mr. Show sketch, and. Dude, yeah, Mr. Show, Bob and Dave. Oh, the original. It's like episode 2, probably, of the original run. And it's like, exactly that, you know, like, call in, caller, you're asking about the question from 2 weeks ago. You should have called in 3 weeks ago for that. But the question, you should have called for last week's question. It's just like, god dang, dude, it just never stops, and I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite sketches on there.
Speaking of sketches, you know what came out today, yeah?
Oh, I know what came out today.
Man, Marnie said if
did you watch it yet?
No, Marnie said if you go watch any of those sketches at J-Spot's house, that's it.
That was the plan.
That was the plan! We were gonna do it.
No.
It's okay, we can figure something else out.
To be fair, you showed me.
It happened to be behind you, on the screen behind you, that you don't see on the monitor.
I'll just listen to it and be like, man, everybody at this table is having so much fun, but I will remain faithful.
Visual gag must be great.
Man, I bet Tim is so funny in that one.
Yeah,
look at his face.
so much coming out just right now, right? Because like the other thing, you know, that I want to chat about is Street Fighter, right? We got Street Fighter right here on the horizon. So close to getting it, you know, like we're just a few nights away.
Just a few nights away, and yet everybody in Kansas City is desperate to get an early copy, and nobody can seem to do it.
What's it take to break street date with these employees?
You just got to get somebody to do it.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna go to Walmart, but not to get Street Fighter 6. I'll go to Walmart instead to go right over to the sewing aisle, make myself one of those blue vests. And just walk back there. And hey, if I get kicked out of the Blue Springs Walmart or banned from life, I don't know.
Alright, let's bring it up here.
Small loss.
Alright, so yeah, let's see. Going around the horn here. You got myself up in the top left. Look at my phone being behind. We got Robbie in the top right. Got Adam down in the bottom left wearing a nice, beautiful Street Fighter shirt. We got Justin. He's
just a little bit of coffee, Morty.
Getting a little bit of coffee. Hey, that worked really well.
And is now being invaded.
Oh man, Hero's here on the corner. She's got herself, what is that called? A tomato?
Tomato.
Yeah.
But it has a name.
We're gonna try something. Yeah, Miko. She named it Miko. Okay, so we're gonna try something a little crazy with Hero here. We're gonna first exorcise the demons of Satan out of her body, but then we're gonna try some henna. Hero's like for like the last 2 weeks of school. Hero is drawing tattoos on her leg.
That's cool.
Now she's got the giggles. What's up with the giggles, baby? What tattoo were you drawing on your leg?
A heart.
A big heart. Yeah, it was a huge heart. It was like, so I have this really large birthmark on my leg. I'm pretty sure it's cancer. Here, I'll show it.
It's not cancer.
Of course.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing. There's my finger for reference, thumb for reference. It's a big old cancer boy right there.
Do you wanna attack it?
Huh?
You wanna attack it like on stream?
Yeah, dude. Let's just beat it up. Wait, should I put my donos up? I need the donations. For obviously, I mean, the doctor never said I had cancer, but I'm sure Colin would sign off on it.
Send me donuts.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I have made a little thing. Hero said she wanted a nine-tails fox.
Nine-tails fox?
Seek.
Have you been watching Naruto?
I made this one. Yeah, we're watching Naruto. So we're gonna do a transfer onto her real fast.
Oh, I've done that before.
Then I'm going to do it. Do you just want the lines, or do you want me to like fill it in at all? Fill it in. I'll fill it in a little bit. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna call Kitty down, and Kitty has her own little tattoos here. So we're gonna do that too. But at the same time, we're gonna chit chat about anything and everything. Don't touch that thing.
You know who you should get sponsored by?
Who's that?
Duluth brand underwear.
Dude. Are you wearing yours right now?
No.
I'm wearing mine right now.
I wore the pair like 2 days ago. I'm not gonna wear it.
Fucking wash them.
I missed the memo.
Dog, go to Duluth.
How about just wearing underwear, period? You know, sometimes. Yeah.
Daddy, I think what you mean by that is like wash them every single day.
But those armadillos, man.
But yeah, like the other day, Teresa and Jonathan were going to Independence to go to Duluth to get underwear. I'm like, what's the big deal with Duluth underwear? Why is this such a big trip and thing? Robbie, you need these underwear.
I've heard nothing but good things. I think they were actually on Shark Tank.
For real?
Because I identify as like a 65-year-old white male now. That's what Marnie and I, we watch a lot of Shark
Daddy, I
Tank.
still have scars from 2 years
I'm out.
ago.
Such a good idea.
Like this?
Yes.
What's a good idea? Underwear?
Yeah.
Come on.
You like that?
Okay.
And all the things that Shark Tank.
Or do you want it like on top?
On top.
It's fun to be like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
idea
Yeah.
sucks, and then look up later, oh, they're worth $20 million.
Yeah.
You're just like, God damn it, every time.
Yeah.
This guy made this little dish that he invented in college, and all the dish does is just perfectly heat ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like built just perfectly, where you just throw the noodles in there. You put it's like just a Tupperware thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it always perfectly cooks
The ramen.
the ramen. And he's like, yeah, sell it for $1.99. They're like, you should sell it for $5.99. He's like, no. And they're like, okay, we'll give you whatever money you're asking for this. And he's like, nah. And then it's like you look him up later, and it's like that's what me and Marty did. And it's like, oh, he's worth $50 million now.
Nice.
Yeah, Crock-Pot has those USB-powered lunch boxes now, where you just pack your cold lunch in it and press the button and it heats it up.
I thought that was like some science fiction stuff that I saw in the Cowboy Bebop movie, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
Where Spike sits down to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And he pulls the string on the bottom of
And
it, and
yeah.
it just instantly cooks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that has to already exist somewhere, right? That's the beauty of Cowboy Bebop being actually a really strong like cyberpunk story.
Mm-hmm.
Is all the technology is like, oh, we're just almost there.
Like, so close.
I mean, one of my favorite episodes
I can see
is
this being available in corners of Japan.
yeah, one of my favorite episodes of Bebop is, I think it's episode 21, Wild Horses, where Faye gets, or Speak Like a Child, Faye gets the Betamax tape in the mail.
Yeah.
And they don't have anything on the ship to play it. So they have to go to Earth, which has been abandoned because of the gate incident, and recover a Betamax player
Yeah.
like it's ancient technology.
Yeah, they have to go like spelunking in an
Yeah.
ancient,
They have
mall.
to like they just go like in a skyscraper mall. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh man, I'm due for a rewatch on that.
Dude, yeah.
That whole show. Yeah, it's been like 2-3 years since I
Man, that live action really killed me though.
Yeah.
Like it makes me want to die right now thinking about it.
I haven't watched it.
I
watched,
liked
the
it.
first episode.
My dad very smugly, because my mom has watched 3 full animes with me, Bebop, Evangelion, and FLCL, and she really likes Bebop a lot. So when the live action came out, it was like a family event. We were gonna like watch the first episode together, and I was just dying the whole time. And Mom's like, "It's not that bad." And I'm like, "Mom, you know this is bad." you're a bona fide fan. And you know this is straight ass. And then my dad watched it, and again, very smutty. He's just like, I never saw the Chinese cartoon you guys watched, but it wasn't bad. I'm like, oh, yes, it was. Not only was it bad, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Next to The Village and next to Suicide Squad.
What?
Avatar live action, pretty bad.
You don't like Avatar?
The last Airbender live action.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the only movie I've ever walked out of.
I really wanted to walk out of The Village. Like M. Night Shyamalan, The Village.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie made me want to die too.
Yep.
You didn't bother watching
Okay.
what's the Marky Mark Shyamalan movie? The plant one.
That one
The
is
Happening.
hilarious.
I
love that.
I forgot that movie happened, where it was just like showing people falling off buildings and stuff.
He forgot that movie happened.
And dude, Marky Mark's acting is just so bad. I
It's just
love it.
him.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
But you can't be doing that. You can't.
Hey, the plants.
The plants, they're trying to attack us. Don't you see?
What am I doing wrong here?
You're not doing a Marky Mark voice, dude.
I used to have a pretty good Marky Mark voice. It's gone.
Now it just became part of your vocabulary now.
This is a little.
I
Doesn't
don't know
seem
if I
like
can
it's-
get breath enough.
Why are some of these like OPWE2 and then this one is just E2?
Just follow what it says in the book.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm sitting here staring at OPWE2 being like, what am I doing wrong here?
Adam's using that eagle ointment all over his face.
What's up, baby doll? I didn't know you were coming down. I thought you said you were too sick.
I am. I just had to say hi though, because I don't know if it's with my wife.
Oh yeah. No, I said with my wife. Oh here, talk at this.
Okay.
If you're gonna spew into this.
I'm not gonna spew.
Anyways, yeah, just talk at that pill there.
Okay.
Here we go. We're about to start Heroes thing. We got a few chats in here though. We're not paying attention at all.
It's just daft.
Yeah.
Oh, Gap, of course, bringing it over to Street Fighter. Oh, that's right. I
We
just
brought it up earlier.
So I just want to point something out now that Ray Sean's here, and I waited for him to show up to chat because I knew he would be here just for this specific reason. Does it make perfectly cooked chili cheese limeades? You bet. We kind of have an inside joke. We'll be talking about Street Fighter. Like, we having really good discussions in our Street Fighter chat, and then Luxon will fly in out of nowhere and just start talking about the most random food that he gets from Quick Trip. It doesn't matter what topic is going on. He'll just be like, "Hey, everybody, shut up! I just got the greatest quesadillas from Quick Trip," and we're like, "Oh, okay."
You should trust him though, because he has really good taste in food.
I agree. And it's one of those things, like, it doesn't matter how deep in the conversation you're in.
It's
always
like, it's always like, man, I don't know. I feel like I haven't found myself as a person yet. Hey, have you guys tried that new Dr. Pepper with strawberry creams?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Right.
you're right.
And it's like I should, and you're right. My entire whatever I was talking about is worthless. So we're laughing
Love
about
language,
it.
right?
Yeah, that's his love language.
Full belly.
Yeah.
His love language is Quick Trip food.
Yeah. Because he can sense like you're sad and you're like, you know what make you feel better? A chili cheese dog.
And Ray Sean, like the absolute heathen he is, goes, "Hey, have you guys?" He was like, "Yeah, man. Have you tried the new chili cheese limeade?" And I was just like,
Ew.
God, I hate you. But now we have to drink this as like a ceremonial sacrifice, just to try it. So it's like, go into Sonic, right? Sonic, how many take your order?
Is that a real thing?
No,
Oh.
it's a Ray Sean. It just came out of Ray Sean's brain. And
Ray Sean, friend of the stream here.
yeah, no, he's in stream, and it's like I go to Sonic. Can I get a Route 44 cherry limeade with no ice? Sure. And then I just need a side tray of chili. And then you just slop it in there.
No.
And then you just got to take one solid drink. Don't get stopped up by the meat. Just to say you did it, and just to make it a reality.
But what if you actually get a real limeade? Because like, there's always that one time where you get a real ass limeade when you ask for it, not just a Sprite.
Just not a Sprite with like cherry flavoring with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Because like.
And there's like 7 lines. In the
Oh no, there's definitely a difference because we got on Mother's Day, Marty and I went to 54th Street and we were like, oh, you know what sounds good? Cherry limeade. And we got a real limeade. And it was like, oh,
so good.
So good, right?
oh, this is right inside of me.
I'm just saying, like, if you did that to a real limeade, I think that that's a travesty. That's like a war crime. If you actually got a real ass limeade and did that.
Yeah.
Just saying, because it's so rare. And like, and honestly, if their Sprite was like super spicy, like McDonald's, I wouldn't be so mad about it. But it's not. You know?
You classify McDonald's Sprite as spicy?
Yeah, the McDonald's Sprite, it's hella spicy, right?
No, you said
she means
Coca-Cola.
carbonated.
No, but okay, this is a throwback way long time ago. Remember when I asked you, like, I remember if you asked me or I asked you, like, the smell of insulin, and you're like, it smells meaty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought about, I always think about that. Every time I have to smell that godforsaken chemical that keeps me alive.
Yeah, it's.
And I was like, okay, it smells meaty and spice is spicy.
Yeah, it does smell meaty. Like, I don't know how to.
It's
I
just
mean,
so.
if thick had a smell, like, it would smell like it.
If what? Sick?
If thick had a smell, like.
Boy, I heard something else.
Oh.
Thick?
Thick.
Thick, like
Meaty?
double C? Thick?
No, I mean, no, just like, I don't know, thickness. I don't know, just like the smell of insulin is just, I don't know.
Do not
The
help.
smell work the same.
We're saying more words, but we're not getting anywhere.
Does smell work the same way as like colors? Like my red might look different than your red,
Definitely different than Brad's red.
you know?
And some of
Yo.
Jason's pasta noodles.
Yeah, Rashawn has that J-Spot pasta noodles. Those things will put meat on your bones, dude. You know, we ate some of that pasta, Rashawn, and I felt weird. Like, I felt like a nap.
You have your own noodles?
Yeah, we had the noodles here at the house. They're like the really thick round ones, you know? You ate them.
I donated a whole bunch of them to Katie's daycare so they can make necklaces.
Dude, yeah, because they are part cement.
Yeah. They're thick. No, it was really funny. I was telling Sarah about, the big box of noodles, and she's like, did you just throw it in the woods behind your house? I'm like, what?
Yeah, we
she's
could
like-
probably let some animals
She's
make
like,
something.
Like that Jersey man. And I guess, like, this guy, his mom died, and he was cleaning out her house, and he found out that she was, like, a huge prepper, and she just had, like, pounds and pounds of pasta, like dry-ass pasta,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know what to do with it because it was just in bags. And he just threw it in the woods, beginning of summer, and then, like, it cooked, and people were like, what the fuck is going on with the woods?
I think I've seen a picture of that. It's just like, this gigantic, abnormal pile of pasta just in the woods.
Yeah, people were really concerned it was, like, a dead body or something, because they thought it was, like, dead worms or whatever.
Ugh.
They were, like, really concerned, but it turned out to just be, like, cooked pasta. But it's true, though, because, like, this box that his dad gave us, it just came in, like, a giant plastic bag.
Yeah, it just is like a box, and when you open the box, it's just a big blue bag.
And it
What if
wasn't,
that's-
like, sealed or anything.
That's like what if it was like a government protocol, right? Where it's like, always call before you dig. Like there's a proper way to dispose a car battery. The proper way of disposing pasta is you must cook it and then
Yeah, but
throw it in the woods.
But he didn't cook it, he just threw the dry pasta in the woods, and, like, it rained, and then it was super hot, and it just cooked itself, I guess.
God. It's one of those things like, oh, I got a ticket. Why'd you get a ticket for speeding? No, illegal pasta dumping. Like, I just feel like if I drove around the country long enough, I could just throw this out the window.
The officer was like, "Sir, do you have your boating license?" And I was like, "Nah, I skipped that class." And he's like, "Well,
That's gotta pay a fine, son.
you're gonna have a fine for this
What
pasta
is
here." Boy.
how much pasta you reckon you got here, son? I don't know. Probably 40 pounds. That's when I think you should leave skit, man.
I mean, it's my real life right now.
What?
40 pounds of pasta.
Oh, I know. And I
You're-
was telling him, I was like, we
you
should
s-
do pasta salads.
If you say 40 pounds of pasta in the mirror 3 times, Watson will appear.
He's gonna be like, "Guys, I gave this up. Why are you doing this to yourselves?"
It's like, man, not again.
I thought I left this
Wait, is Daddy gonna
Yep.
tattoo you?
Yes.
Oh, we should pick a different pajama. Go upstairs and pick, like, a pajama dress or something.
Okay.
You can't pull up your sleeve. Go put on a t-shirt. You're gonna be hot anyway. Yeah, we can put it back on after you're done. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
There's a shadow line right here.
I'm trying to decide if that's actually the smell.
Yeah, it's the eucalyptus oil and stuff in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
Right there.
awesome.
There we go. I think that's everything. How's that look? Oh, it looks good on the stream.
Dude, that looks really good. Great job.
Oh, do you want me to color in the eyes or just leave them?
Color your eyes.
Color them in?
It'd be cool if we had like different color ones.
Yeah.
How long do you have to wait?
I'm not sure.
Use the directions?
Congrats to Hero
Hero's
for
sitting on
making it
top of
through
it.
another year of school.
Yeah, way to go, baby girl.
Yeah, she did really good.
I'm incredibly jealous of your innocence and your summertime.
I did incredible this year is what my mom said. I only got 1 M in writing, but everything else was E's.
Okay, so babe,
These bird seeds and it's faster.
Nice.
here's the instructions, babe. It says prepare the transfer paper, create the design, prepare the skin, right? We did that. Transfer the design to the skin here. Yep. Right? Preparing the design for Jaguar. Dry the skin by patting it down. Right? We did that. Once the skin is dry, trace the design with Jaguar applicator. Jaguar. Francais.
She left it on. I bet people would like to hear it.
Turn it off, Adam.
Oh, Daddy, you added the little cute eyes.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It says maybe go over it the next day for a darker color, but I think we're all right.
Here, can you read it?
It doesn't say.
How long to put on for?
No. Stains quickly, so carefully keep it off your hands.
I'm glad I didn't see Fab 4 stick in theaters either.
Okay. Watch out for the
I thought he
microphone
said
here.
that.
Oh shit! Sorry,
I
everybody.
thought he asked for my mom back, and I'm like, ooh.
Give him back.
I think me and Jonathan only walked out of one movie.
Oh yeah, and we made out.
We did. It was a Vin Diesel movie, though.
Riddick?
Yeah, we walked out of Chronicles.
What?
Wow.
That movie was great.
Now, you know what? We should watch
Not
it.
great. But
Oh, we can watch it now.
Oh my god, we should watch it on a Monday.
Yeah, movie Monday for Chronicles of Riddick. The one movie we walked out of so we could make out.
Oh, okay.
That's not why
good.
we walked out of the movie. Hero.
It's not that
No,
bad.
we walked out because it was bad.
Can I have that? The directions?
Yes. All right. So Hero, I need you to sit somewhere safe and don't touch that. Oh look, some of it's drying in. Yeah. Where do you think? Can you go sit next to Adam and like don't put your arm on anything?
Oh, my God.
Oh, if you want your tablet, go upstairs then. But again, don't rub your arm on anything. And
Don't
Mama might
get
call you
eliminated.
downstairs.
Oh, you have to wait for it to dry.
I need you to sit here and put your arm right here.
Is it gonna hurt?
No, not at all. That was Hero laughing because I was tickling her.
Oh, Drago is made from the juice of a Genepa americana fruit.
Ooh.
It's edible and medicinal fruit is native to South America. It's been used for body art for millennia.
An entire millennia? My goodness, kitty.
Hey, this says the mixed gel will keep for at least a month before losing
So,
potency. You can refrigerate it or
puppy?
freeze it to extend its
So,
shelf life.
puppy, heart, and then pickle.
Oh my goodness, kitty. That's how you want to do it?
Yeah.
Let me find some scissors real fast.
There's some in that thing.
In that tote over
Yeah,
there?
that pink tote down there.
Let's see. Adam, can you get to the pink tote?
The more generously it's applied.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, you mean move?
That looks shiny. Look, Justin.
Shiny.
Daddy, this part is shiny. I like the shiny one.
Ooh, use it to add embellishments to existing real tattoos. Should we do that to you, Justin?
Yeah, let's embellish Justin's tattoos.
That sounds
how
illegal.
Draw googly eyes.
Yay, googly eyes! Googly, 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 googly.
Put your arms up, baby. All right, kitty. How are you doing? All right, so
This is gonna show up so good on her pale skin.
let's
Shots fired, Teresa. Damn,
Yeah,
I'm right here.
Baby talking shit on my Asian baby over
Wow.
here.
Wow. I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's a dark one in every family, and here was ours.
Oops.
She was like, Jonathan was like, what do you want?
What do you want this
What do you
one?
want on your temporary tattoo, right? And she's like, can I
Just
get off my
right here.
face?
That's what I was thinking.
Heart, poodle.
The full
No.
Tyson.
Yeah, she wanted
Poodle,
to.
heart, and then pickle.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whichever one is easier for you to do, right? Like where.
Oh no, what she said works.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's not gonna hurt, baby.
It is just gonna tickle.
It's gonna tickle when I do this.
So I was trying to teach Hero
Tickle.
how to braid, so she can braid my hair for me.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, so just sit behind me and just watch it. You know, it's like this goes, you know, the middle goes over this side, and then you know this side goes over the middle, like you know whatever braiding.
Mhm.
And then and I'm like, do you get it? And she just sighs and she's like, your hair feels like spiders. And I was like, get out of here.
Here, kitty, I'm gonna go wash my hand.
Spider.
Yeah. What she said though, she just sighed and she's like, your hair feels like spiders.
It's not spiders. Papa, what is a spider?
She, I guess Jonathan let her in when I was in the shower, and when I got out of the shower, she came out, she licked my legs, scared the shit out of me, almost kicked her.
Spider.
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
Are you excited, Kitty?
Mhm.
I like your poodle there.
Poodle up top?
What hurt?
No. Okay, don't move.
Pretty sure that's how they tried to rip
That paper, yeah.
Don't worry, I did it backwards. I did it wrong, so we're gonna have to fix it on the fly.
We're doing it live.
Well, I guess that doesn't matter with mom, huh?
I mean, I made one artsy, so
I really can't wait till they go to summer school.
We just gotta wait, right?
count to 10. Can you count to 10?
Is it supposed to last that long?
1,
Nice.
2,
Oh,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ready or not, here I come.
Cucumber.
Wow, those look really well.
Cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber.
Alright, kitty, can you turn your body so I can work on your shoulder? You're gonna have to turn a little bit more.
Like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, look at that. Turn towards daddy, and you look over here. Alright, we're gonna
I
turn.
don't want to look at this.
That works. Okay, ready? This does not hurt, don't worry. It's just gonna be nice and cold.
Did you draw that? That's so freaking cute.
Yes, I did.
You're gonna have to wait like an hour, I think, for it to dry off, and then when you wipe it off.
Don't move, baby.
Oh, what did Brad say? Sarah said what? Oh, static.
Static.
I don't know. Sarah, I can't read the bottom.
Sarah says ahoy hoy.
Oh.
What?
Stop, don't hit my hand, baby. What kind of static, Brad?
Oh.
I begin to suspect his.
Adam. It's always Adam.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try some.
Are you doing the heart now? Or are you still doing the poodle?
Still working on the poodle, baby.
That's what injuries sound.
Injuries?
Yeah.
Kitty says it smells like injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of smells medicinal. That's probably what you think.
Is it lukewarm now?
Sounds like Adam's my cat. I got to drive the GTR today. Oh, what GTR?
They've got a R32 in the shop.
That means something to somebody.
That's awesome. That's badass.
Yeah.
Wait, the older one?
Mm-hmm. The first of the modern GTR. How does this sound?
It's gonna take a second to catch up. Okay, ready?
Can I watch?
Yeah, here, let's put it right here.
My photo looks so good.
It says it's rough now.
Here, I can turn it on in just one sec. I wonder if it's me
What?
or if it's Adam.
Well, I tried switching boxes.
Oh, well, that other box doesn't have no good batteries. If it even has batteries.
It does, but
Oh, this is going. Nope, never mind that.
Oh, it's just Adam. It's Adam in general. Nobody likes Adam.
I swear it's this headset.
Like Adam. What
Yeah,
is
but-
this?
But then you can use the button.
I say you didn't have an issue at the beginning of the stream.
He said
No,
this was gonna
I think it's just really sensitive to battery.
Adam's mad at sus.
It's not true. It's not true, baby. Don't play into
It's nice.
to Justin's lies.
Stop it,
He doesn't have any proof.
Justin.
Proof.
Call upon your proof powers.
Is that mad? What, Seth is mad at us?
No, Adam's mad at Seth.
All right, can you turn your arm?
What?
Right.
What does that say? Pickle?
Test?
What does that say? Pickle?
Pickles.
After this.
How's this?
He said it's still bad.
Well, that was before.
Daddy.
Okay, now you have to let it dry.
Daddy, right here. You forget?
No, I just didn't do it on purpose.
Aren't you gonna do like right here?
Nope, don't touch it. Just let it be. It's all done.
Can I get right here?
You can lay it right there for a second.
Can you sit in on my arm?
All right, so look, we got some left. Let me check the audio.
Adam, do
Nice.
you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
see it?
the doggy look adorable?
Let's see. Yeah, there's no issues in the headset at least. How about someone other than Brad? Does it sound bad? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Rashawn said it sounded
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, he says rough now. Yeah, okay. But then he says it's gone. Nope, it's back. That's probably where Adam was fucking with his shit.
Yeah, where I had everything turned off.
Yeah.
Is there like a setting where like if you don't make any noise for a while, it tries to like it amps the volume up? Where like if you don't make any noise for a while, it tries to like it amps the volume up.
Now it's gonna echo. Yeah. I don't know, man. That sounds really clear. Oh well. One day we'll find it.
How's
One day we'll catch this.
Streaming
bad
is
guy.
a blow up, dude.
Yeah. That's Robbie.
Bobby? Bobby?
What?
Yeah, the hand.
Those look great.
Look cool.
I like the lolly tattoo.
Can you make her take her bracelet off?
Yeah,
I don't want
just.
It looks really good.
Here, watch out for this, baby. Don't touch that.
Yeah, let it dry, baby girl. Okay.
You know, I watched a documentary about prison gangs.
Yeah.
The lolly is a sign that she did something bad to be in there. She got an early copy of Street Fighter 6, dude.
Straight to jail.
Keep
Straight to jail. Straight to Capcom jail.
Have you guys ever been successful with getting someone to break Street Deck?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You just offer money?
No.
Well, J-Spot's strategy is, hey, let me buy a used copy of this other game.
Oh, you're trying to bamboozle them.
The idea is you're trying to find somebody who really just does not give a shit about their
Yeah,
job.
that's what you really need, is someone who doesn't give any fucks. And then... Stop it, girl.
Yeah, Marnie got really close today. She went to Walmart and she tried to flirt with the tech guy and was like, "Oh, well, do you have Street Fighter 6?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I think it's in." She's like, "Cool. Yeah, we should go check." And he went and got it, and he had the game in hand, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's the one I want, you know. Oh, well, I gotta check with my manager first." And Marnie's like, "Well, you don't gotta talk to your manager, just, you know, like, what are you doing what are you doing later?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, oh, I don't know." And she's like, "Oh, we could be playing, you know, we could play Street Fighter 6 together." "Oh, well, you know, come, you know, oh, let me talk to my manager." So he goes to talk to his manager. "Oh, yeah, the game doesn't come out until Friday." And she's like, "Oh, well, I won't be interested then." And she just left.
You could flirt your way into breaking the street date.
Yeah.
Man, Justin, where are you?
Give me some money, I got
went
this.
for the gold. That's why she's a keeper.
See, my thing is, like...
We should go to Walmart right now.
Stop touching that. Stop.
This thing between. Oh, you just smeared some on her.
Well, sorry, she was scratching the microphone. Okay, just let it...
Did you smear?
How can you smear?
Who are you yelling at?
Kitty. I mean, Hero.
No.
Just let it chill.
It came back,
The only game that I've been successful getting early was Tekken 7. I got it like 2 days early, and everybody had it by then, so it didn't really matter.
What'd you have to give up for that?
Nothing. I just said, "Can I buy Tekken 7?" And they're like, "Sure."
Sure.
So,
Yeah, the story is nowhere near as exciting.
what it is really finding somebody who doesn't care, you know?
The static is just you.
Sandy?
Standing.
Oh, I wonder.
It's supposed to be more. It's supposed to be easier to get people to break Street Day if it's like a mom and pop game store, not like a GameStop or like Walmart, because they don't have like the same kind of like system.
Do you want to go, Justin? Do you want to see if we can try to get him?
Isn't there electronic section closed by now?
Yeah.
I mean, that's even better. So they're like, they don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
so you get
Yeah, you go get the
Yeah.
dude like stocking groceries. "Hey, can you help me in electronics?"
Yeah.
"Yeah, what do you need?" "Yeah, does Street Fighter 6 come out?"
Justin.
Yeah, dude, they'll find somebody to open the cabinets for you. But then, like, oh,
Is
you know,
that
I'm
what
looking
you
for
said?
Street Fighter 6, you know?
It's a
Like,
poster for Pulp Fiction.
Kitty, quit,
I mean,
quit
like-
talking over adults.
my little brother, you know, he's really sick. He really wants to play it. I'm just saying.
that shit don't work.
I'm just saying.
You just
I mean,
gotta...
if you're wearing your shorts, Justin, this would be more helpful.
Brad, if you need some gummies, I'll hook you up, dude.
Yeah, no. Yeah, baby. It's all about finding somebody who doesn't give a shit. So, like, if they're like, "I don't care about GameStop," here you go, right? Or if you go to Walmart and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, they're just like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah,
And, like,
I know.
I say the last good one was when we were trying to do Pikmin 3, and that didn't work out, and then we just had all bad times, right? What else did we get, like, hella early?
Didn't we get that special edition 3DS or something?
Oh, yeah, we got the early 3DSs.
Yeah.
Did you guys get early copies of that steaming pile of shit, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
The 3DS one, or...
No, the GameCube one.
No, we didn't get that early.
Good.
I got that early. I worked at GameStop.
I'm glad you didn't get it early.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that game, I'll be honest. Brad, that's what I told Brad. You know what? I asked Sarah to ask Brad about finding somebody because Brad knows everybody. I feel.
Had I thought about it, I could have probably could have opened a distribution channel in my store like months ago. And then we'd all have the copies of the game right now. And then I would be blacklisted from selling video games ever again, but who cares?
But hey, we would have got Street Fighter 6.
But I got Street Fighter 6 like 2 weeks early.
So, let's see. With Street Fighter, though, like, I had... Our friends in St. Louis got Street Fighter 4, like a real disc, like hella early. So we ripped that one. Because I had all those modded 360s back then. And then Street Fighter 5 cracked beta and then cracked on the PC as soon as it was released. But,
Dude, it was nowhere. I mean, I know there's $1 million on the line
Yeah.
this time around, but I still remember very vividly what Street Fighter V launch looked like, and it was nowhere near like the feeding frenzy that Street Fighter 6 is.
Yeah.
Everybody was just like, oh yeah, you can get the game, you can play the game early, but it's gonna change when it comes out. Nobody really cares that much.
Nah, dude.
Like this time around, like there's like secret discords. There's people in Texas that have the game already.
Yeah. If I still had a modded or a jailbroken PS4, I'd have the PS4 copy. But
apparently, the strategy is you preload the game on your PS5, then you change the time zone to New Zealand because it's 13 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Then the game activates early for you by 13 hours.
By 13 hours.
Like, what are we like really like skimming the bottom of the barrel on exclusivity here?
What?
Because I remember there was one prolific player in St. Louis that had the game for almost 2 whole weeks before we did. And they won Max Out, the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say their names. So, yeah, Guilty came and whooped their ass. Yeah, she had the game hella early. She's also my connection for Street Fighter 4 back in the day. Right? So, I mean, Super specifically. But, oh well. It's alright. Street Fighter 6.
It'll be a fun game. Justin, you're getting in the game?
What's up?
You're gonna play Street Fighter 6?
I am.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so let's see. We just got the stick art done. Should we show it off? Let's show it off.
I mean, should we?
Yeah.
I like your tattoos.
You're doing a good job, kitty.
I feel like if I had ice cream, I'd feel better.
What would you? In the short term, probably.
Yeah, it's turning out real good. Just gotta let it dry, baby. Alright.
Yeah, just a little bit more time. Don't worry.
Yeah, just relax, baby. Okay, so Justin asked for his favorite song from Pink Guy. There's a hidden video on Vimeo only of this Pink Guy song, and it looks like a manga, right? So he asked me to make a stick based off of it. So here we go.
It's so great.
Here it is. This is the Pink Guy I Love Sex, the stick. It's going to go on to the 40 Alpha, so it'll be cut like a little bib, right? So the cutoff lines are right around here. But there it is. So you have buttons. You're going to have the stick right there.
Great work.
Thank you, dog. I'm very proud of you. I'm so freaking proud. Yeah, the buttons are going to be like here and here. So his little eyes are right over the buttons.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited, dude. Like, I'm so proud of this work. Alright, that's all.
Having good stick art is like having a good uniform when you go to like play sports. Look good, feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then look good, feel good, play good. Play well.
Play well. Do good. Like Superman.
So, when I was getting my Ken stick art made a million years ago, I had to go through, I think, 3 orders because either I wasn't checking the right box or they were just outright forgetting to cut out the inserts.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I actually have, like, a full, just really nice, super high quality print of my stick art that I could frame, I guess. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with it?
Oh, yeah.
And then I have one that only has the buttons, and I have one that only has the Hori Fighting Edge touch panel cut out. And it was just like, I think eventually they just sent me one for free. They're like, we can't keep doing this. Like,
Speaking of your stick, what am I doing where?
Well, so I don't have anything that can play on a PS5. You guys, a very generous gift during the Street Fighter, just Top in the Shop 10th anniversary, gifted me with a Street Fighter 4 TE that has, I guess, a board in it.
Yeah.
That can play on everything.
Yeah.
And I see that stick as more of like it's important to me to have it, but I'm not really too worried about the guts. And Redifer was like, just pull the board out of that one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
What's
if you
in
say
your
so.
Ken stick right now? Is it a UFB?
UFB, Universal Fighting.
Sweet.
Unless, did they ever come out with an update? Can I just update that?
You have to have that little dongle, but that little dongle's inside of the other stick, so we'll just swap it. Or we won't even. That's all I'll have to do. Oh, I can't wait. There I go. Here I go.
Oh, here I go. Kill
The Ken stick, though, there is only 2 screws holding the bottom plate together out of 6. and like, you can't find the screws anywhere. It's all proprietary, measured just for that
Just for
stick.
men.
Yeah, you can see right there on... Wait, did I lose another screw?
No, you got 1 and 1. Sorry, I don't want to.
Oh, I should have had 3. Maybe now I'm down to 2.
You just machine
You have 2, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
alright.
we might be able to find.
It's been...
something.
I went
1
to
week.
a, quote, screw expert. So I went to, like, every, like, mainstream hardware place. Carry my stick in. Do you guys have screws that would fit this? No, sorry, partner. Okay, cool. And then finally, I, like, go to this... I can't remember. It was, like, a Home Depot over in Lee Summit, and he's like, you know where Grain Valley is? I said, yeah, I live by Grain Valley. Oh, great. Now, there's a guy. A little weird. He's got a machine shop, though, out in Grain Valley, blah, blah, blah. And he is an expert on screws. And I'm like, all right, dope. Give me the address. So I drive out to the middle of nowhere to this industrial park, and it's like all these big machine shops, and he's got a little tiny office wedged between them. So I like open the door, walk in. Sure enough, just imagine if you've seen J-Spot's basement. You see all the Gunpla boxes, you see all of the board games, all the computer, the fight sticks, all the cool stuff. Replace all of that with screws.
Nice.
Just screws.
Yeah,
I'm in.
and that's this guy, and he's old white dude, big thick round glasses. And I was like, hi, I have a weird request. I said, I'm looking for screws that would fit this device. And I pull fight stick out, and he looks at it, and he's like, oh man, blah blah blah. And he's like picking it up, and he's like looking at it, turning it around. He goes, let me guess. He goes, this is Oriental build. And I'm like, yeah, it's from Japan. Yeah. Oh, you gotta understand. They cut their screws differently over there. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Metric. Yeah.
Yeah, metric system, right? Like it's some sort of like weird, old arcana, right?
It's
And I'm playing the part, right? I'm like roll charisma check to keep this conversation going with the eccentric shopkeep. So eventually, he like pulls out the hex screws, he pulls out the little screws, and he's like, do you mind if you leave these with me overnight? I can't identify these. And he's got all these books. They're like as big as like phone books on this desk, and he's like ripping through pages and trying to cross-reference, and he's got this measuring tool that measures the screw and the diameter. He can't find it. He gives up. He's like, come back tomorrow. He's like, I'll give you a call. He's like, you care if I hang on to these 2 screws? I needed a hex screw replacement, or the Allen wrench screws or whatever, and I needed the silver screws on the back. Sure. I get a call like a week later. I'm like, who's calling me? And he's like, I found him. It sounded like, Doc and Marty. Marty! Robbie!
I found him.
I found him! I don't know how, but I found him! Yeah. Something is like we're going to meet in like a strip mall parking lot at 2 o'clock in the morning and get gunned down by the Libyans. Yeah. Because he found like the secret fight stick sauce.
What did Redford?
Is that how that opens up? I thought it opened from the back.
No. There's a layer in between it. He just he tightened it down so tight. Why Redford? You silly man.
And we put the order in. It cost me like $25 for like 6 of these screws.
Yeah.
He's like, I know this one's chrome. I know you wanted chrome. I can only get them in matte black. I'm like, no problem, homie. I just need the screws. I just need this thing to fit together so it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, they showed up in a little tearaway bag, and that's the story of the eccentric. I hope he's still out there just selling screws.
Yeah.
Big screws, little screws, Oriental screws.
Good old American screws.
Good old American screws. Mostly probably American screws, but yeah, that was quite the quest back in 2015, I think, 14, 16 maybe.
You want to know stories about this stick?
What's the story with that stick?
This stick is the first stick I ever bought.
See, I thought that was my TE that I bought from a guy off Reddit, and that somehow you guys had gotten in cahoots with Marnie and like passed it off to you guys. I was like, is this my original stick? But it's even cooler that is your original stick.
Yeah, I brought a truck. Where did we go? We went to Chosun, right? Or Chosun, Choga, whatever.
For what?
For
Choga?
KBBQ, remember? And then we met Reddifer in the parking lot that one night.
Man, that's how we do things at FGC.
Yeah, dude.
Real shady.
Reddifer rolled up in the parking lot and was like, "Hey, dude, what do you got? What are you boy?"
Cracked his window.
Yeah.
Oh, so for real though, we were standing in the parking lot drinking. What the fuck were we drinking? Whiskey? Like rye?
Yeah, it was the whiskey, and then we all said coffee.
Yeah.
We had coffees and we had rye, and we were just chugging it in the parking lot because we were like, let's pregame before we get inside.
Of course.
And
I think I threw up there.
and like, man, open up my trunk next to Reddifer's trunk. We both have our hot hatches, you know. He opens up his hot hatch. We're sitting there, and he's like, I'm like, which one do you think it would be? I got the Fight Stick TE Pro, or Fight Stick Pro, the Fight Stick TE1, 2, and then he's like, let's just go with this one. I was like, all right, tight. And then he's like, well, what about that TE1? I know Robbie just likes that stick. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, well, this one is kind of special. I brought it just because, you know, it's there.
Okay, so real question. I got to interrupt you all the time, mind. Is that one of the sticks you brought to Best Buy?
Yeah. This is one of the 2 sticks I brought to Best Buy.
So that story is really important to me.
Yeah.
1, because that's where I met J-Spot. 2, that was the first Street Fighter tournament I ever went to, right when AE came out, Arcade Edition. And I didn't know anybody in this. I didn't even know a scene existed. But I don't even remember how I found out about the Best Buy tournament. But I show up, and I'm so excited to play in a Street Fighter tournament. I got my own stick. It's an SE stick, so those are like little small ones. So kind of like with Justin's Alpha that he's getting, this is like the precursor to that. And I show up, and the guy's like, "What's your handle?" And at the time, I was never knows best, but I had a bunch of letters and numbers in my name because I thought that was cool.
Yeah. That's
And it was really annoying. And he's like, "Cool, dude. You can just write that down. I don't really care." Oh man, I'm at a real Street Fighter tournament. Oh, but that thing's not allowed. I'm like, "What? What's not allowed?" He's like, "That thing. That thing. Your Dark Soul. You know, it's not allowed." And I'm like, "What kind of Street Fighter tournament is this? Do you have any idea who Justin Wong or Daigo is?" Oh, the other thing too, I was gonna need to put a new JLF in that bitch.
Yeah.
Did you already seal up the other one?
Are you serious?
Yeah, remember I was telling you how gunky it feels?
Oh, sure. No. I'm sorry. I thought you were maybe making a reference.
Oh, no.
Trying to trigger me.
No. I'm not gonna trigger you. Shout out to Chris.
Can do.
Shout outs to Full Butt, you dumbass.
Can do.
But yeah, he's like, "No fight sticks allowed." And I'm like, "What? This is such a letdown. Every tournament I've ever seen, blah blah blah. Fight sticks are like the thing. All the pros use fight sticks." So I was like super dejected. But I hadn't been playing a game long enough, so I could still kind of play on pad. And this dude was like all pissed off playing Blanca on pad. "Yo, this tournament's whack," he said. And then like the doors opened up to Best Buy, and it's like all this light flooded in, and I'm like raising my hand. You can't see me on stream, but like I'm raising my hand like this, like it's so blinding. And 2 guys walk in wearing Mad Cat shirts, and my girlfriend at the time, I turn her and I go, "Those guys are pro Street Fighter players. They're sponsored by Mad Cats." And she's like, "Why are you whispering, you fucking moron?" I'm like, and it's J-Spot and Jeff Sarugi, and they both come in, and they're like, "We're here to play in the Street Fighter tournament." And they said, "Not with those things, you're not." And J-Spot's like, "Well, if I had enough for everybody at the tournament, can they be legal?" He's like, and I remember the Best Buy dude being so smug. "Yeah, if you have enough for everybody, you can play it." They go back out to their car, come back in. Each of them are carrying like 3 fight sticks, and I was just like, "There's no question. They are definitely sponsored by Mad Cats, and they probably have won multiple Evos."
Lo and behold, we were just nerds.
Oh man, I got to use my fight stick. I beat this C Viper player, but I was just mashing DP like a crazy person. But yeah, so that's really cool because that stick probably sat in my lap at one point at that tournament.
Yeah, I would assume so because
Over 10 years ago.
Yeah, over 10 years ago.
A decade.
Yeah.
And I went up to J-Spot because he was beating everybody's ass, and I go, "Hey man, I'm pretty new at Street Fighter. How do you do a Kara throw?" I understand the point of a car throw. I just need somebody to show me how to do it. And he just was like, yeah, man, whatever. It's just, blop. He said just like that. It's just blop. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, you should join the Facebook page. All right, yeah, I didn't know you guys had a Facebook page. I got invited to like 3 different KCSRK pages.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's the story. Cool. I'm glad that stick exists. The end.
So
Please make more.
that stick also specifically, me and Teresa were really early in our relationship, like extremely early in our relationship, and they announced it like Mad Catz releasing their own stick. Remember they did like the H-Raps. They're so good. Fucking Zach talking about the H-Raps. Zach, what are you eating nowadays? Get that ready for our next topic. But fucking we had we had all the different sticks. I had like the X Arcade tank stick. We had the Moz sticks. We had the old Dreamcast H-Raps. This was all like tray stuff, right? And like really like don't break it, don't fuck it up, like somebody else's. This tray guy's gonna kill me. He's a big dude. And then they announced it. They were like, "Oh, here it comes. These are the new sticks. Mad Catz is making them." And then like as an ex GameStop employee, I was like, "There's no way it's gonna be good. It's Mad Catz."
Oh yeah, of course.
I was like-
I felt the same way when I started looking this stuff up.
And it was like, let me go ahead and pre-order one because that's back when you could. And Teresa was like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
She's sitting next to me. I have it on my computer, not on my cell phone, on my computer. And I'm like, "Yeah, let me look at it. It's $259 or whatever." And they're numbered, they're signed, all this shit. So it was like a big deal. And she was so mad at me. She was like, "You live in this shitty duplex. You spend so much money on your dumb car and your car insurance." I drove my Saturn Sky back then. She's like, "You were just complaining about your car insurance. You were complaining about this and that. You don't pay for trash removal service, you cheap bastard. But you're going to buy a fucking controller for over $200. And I was like,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I was like, yeah, but I'm getting upcharged through GameStop, so it's actually like $2.99 after shipping.
Yeah, my life is hell right now.
Yeah, and I was like, I really want this. And she was like, fine, whatever. And then she's the one that came back to me and was like, you should get another one. And I was like, what? And like by that time they had the black one, the all black, the round 2.
Yep.
And she was like, I'll pre-order it for you.
Man, I forgot the round 2 existed.
Yeah, I still got some. But they were like, or she's like, why don't I pre-order you this one? You can pay me back. And I was like, dope. So then she didn't just pre-order me that one. That's when the S came out too, and there was a TS round 1, round 2. We pre-ordered all 3 of them. Either way it goes, this one here is the one that I actually paid for. Teresa was like, customize them up, order whatever buttons you can, right? So I found what I could, change the colors of the buttons and stuff. And then like, she was like, take them to Evo, because we were going to Evo. And she was like, just take them and like, whatever, have a good time. I was like, cool. So I went to Evo and, did you wash them off? No? Oh, you're letting your sleeve all up on it. What's wrong, baby? What do you need? No, what are you doing? Night night, baby. Okay, a hug and kiss. Hold on. Let me take my mic off. Love you, baby. Last episode for right now. Yeah, night night. Night night. Okay, that was cute. Night night, baby. I hope that didn't blow everybody's ears out. She was right up on the mic. Oh, the PS1 little Namco yellow stick. I literally have it on my desk right now, over in the other room. But they called that the God stick back in the day. So yeah, so that stick. I brought that stick, and I brought the white TES where it has all the ink art on it.
Mm-hmm.
Street Fighter 4 intro ink art. And Justin Wong was like, oh my god, my stick's fucking up. We were in the Salty Suite. Justin Wong was fighting Daigo, first to 10 or 20 or something like that. And he was like, I need a fucking stick. So I was like, here you go. Pulled out of my bag, and he was like, whoa, thanks. And I was like, there you go. And then Daigo's like starts saying something, and they're like, "Hey, Daigo wants a stick. Daigo wants a stick." Thank you.
Why would you let those bums have your stick? Dude?
And I pulled out the rest of my bag, and I had this one. Daigo used this one. Justin used the gray or the white with the gray, the ink on it. And fucking Justin pauses the game, and Daigo's like, "Oh, you know, taking the round or whatever." Like, go watch the VOD. The VOD still exists of this. Justin Wong gets pissed and throws the stick to the side, and he's just like, "That shit don't work. You gave me a bunk stick." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I look at it, and he's like, "Medium punch don't work. I need medium punch." He's playing Rufus. He's like, "I need medium punch." He's like, "Medium punch don't work. Get this shit out of here. Get me a different stick." And I'm just like, oh, so embarrassed, so embarrassed.
You mean to beat his ass?
Nah, medium punch was stuck. It was my fault.
Dang.
I when I put it together, I think I put it together wrong. I had switch button plungers around. It was my own fault. Poor Justin. Luckily, we became friends later on, after that. But
thank God he forgave you, dude.
That motherfucker didn't want to talk to me at all. Yeah, so when I met him again at Seasons Meetings, I told him that story. I was like, "Yeah, this." He's like, "You gave me that fucking stick." I was like, "I'm sorry. Would you like to have a shot?" And he was like, "Oh, all is forgiven." So it was nice. And then he beat mine and Samson's ass. Him and Sherry Jennings beat the fuck out of us. It was a good time. But yeah, man, like Daigo used the stick for a second, and then like after that set, they handed both of them back, and he was just like, "Thanks." And then we were on the list. Me and Jessica were on the list to play Daigo, and they had made a little star next to my name. So I was like, yeah, let's go. And he was like, "Which one?" And I put my name, I pointed at my name, and he was just like, "No. Goodbye."
Because you're a Fuerte player.
Well, I went over and I asked, and I was like, "What the fuck was that about?" And they're like, I don't know. They released the Salty Sweet video, like Gutex and all those guys released the Salty Sweet like behind the scenes video or whatever, and it's Gutex all up on the camera, and he's whispering, and he's like, "All these people prepaid $50 for a first to 5 with Daigo. That's how important this guy is. These with the stars next to his name, or to their name, Daigo is not even gonna play. He said too easy." I was like, oh, my heart.
And that's when you learned that Gutex's real name was Ryan?
Yeah, that's when I found out.
Because he had a star next to his fucking name, too? Get owned.
Fucking, nah, dude, he was like, me and Jesse Riggy were like, "Damn, dude." And like Jesse pointed it out to me, and he was like, "Did you watch that video?" And I was like, No. And he's like, "Well, they talk about you." And it's like right up on the camera, J spot, big ass star, Gutex's hand like right on my fucking name. Too easy, not going to play. And Jesse was like, "At least they were nice enough to give us our money back." Like, yeah, Jesse, thank God. God, I would have done anything to play those guys.
Yeah.
But too easy indeed. That night I did end up playing Justin for quite a few rounds, and he was like, "Man, Fuerte's scary." And I was like, "Any pointers?" And he was like, "Just don't suck." And I was like, "Man, thanks. I'll take that home." I did. I took it to heart. I changed it. I turned it all around from that point forward.
And you just kept playing Fuerte.
I just kept playing Fuerte and kept getting better, and becoming not the best Fuerte in the world. Man, I need to. Let's see. So, man, that's it. Your sticks. Oh yeah. You want a JLF? Well, so this is not a JLF, dude. This is a Kura. So either I can completely swap it, and I don't mind.
All right, tell me. Put that stick in your lap. All right, wiggle that around. A little gunky. Feels gunky. Not like a heavy spring.
Yeah,
Feels
I feel
gunky.
it like almost like squeaky, like.
Like it was supposed to. That's the first time I ever put it in a heavier spring.
Uh-huh.
And at first it did. It was like, oh god, I get a wrist workout.
I mean, the spring feels good.
Feels gunky though. Like even
Yeah,
just like
no,
hold it and then let it snap back to neutral. Like
I feel it in the sides. I feel it. When
what
I
is
move.
that?
I think it might be gum.
Actuator? Or
Yeah,
might just be?
I think your actuator is drying out. Like let's take a look at
Oh,
it.
like it needs to be oiled.
Yeah, and I happen to have some, right, Justin?
I have a picture of that
upstairs.
stick. The first time I ever modded it are those Kin and Chun Li buttons, and I still brought it to your house
Yeah,
because I was worried I was going to break it and never be able to buy another one
I
again.
do remember that.
I got a picture on my dead Instagram of that fighting edge before I had the art put on it.
Man, my current stick art we did 1 year ago, Robbie.
Has it been a year?
It has been exactly 1 year. I looked up because I had to look up my email to like try to email Staples again or whatever, and
Fucking
and
Staples.
it was literally a year ago that me and you were talking about it, and you sent me the design, and I sent it directly to Staples.
I had fun doing that design because I don't do I'm not confident enough to do a lot of like redrawing, and the Gundam design itself had a lot of straight lines. So I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finally nut up and do some redrawing on a design. I have 2 art pieces that I've done redraws on. That one, and then there's a Laura art that I have on the internet where I redrew her eye because she looked like she had a lazy eye.
Yeah.
In the original art, and I was like, this looks off.
It's like when you buy those hero clicks and their eyes are off on their
Yeah,
knees.
we call those McDonald's eyes, like because they look like Happy Meal toys. Dude, so I am really confused about this build because like all the hands have this little back piece,
Yes.
and I only have like 1 back piece.
There should be 2.
Yeah, it should be at least 2, right?
Yeah, they could be. Was it on a separate piece or was it on that big main piece?
This is what I've been spending all my time on. B2 slot 7. So B2 slot 7, B2, B. Oh, there it is. God, I'm such a fool. I should be excommunicated from the Gundam building.
Excommunicado.
Yeah. Haven't seen John Wick 4 yet. Very sad.
Bro, it's so good.
Do you know the stunt guy that played Brandon Lee in The Crow?
Oh yeah.
That's the director of all the John Wick movies.
No way.
Yeah, thank you TikTok for that. Makes me feel cool in front of my friends.
You're really cool, Robbie. Did you know that?
Wow, I'm a really cool guy now.
All right, so there's definitely like some just gunk on your whatever you call it. Yeah, this is the actuator.
Yeah.
Um,
Is the electric tape still on there?
No.
Oh, I should have. That's probably what the gunk is then.
Was
Electric
it
tape
you had electric tape on this?
I put 1 layer of electric tape around it to make the actuator thicker, so I could hit the corners easier.
Yeah.
I had it like a sweet spot, man. It was like the greatest fight stick I ever put my hands on. Like everything just clicked. I feel like I could just flick my wrist in DP. Like hitbox people can go fuck
They
themselves.
can go fuck themselves.
It was so dope. And then I did something one night at PPC&G, and I messed it all up. But yeah, I used a really thin layer of black electric tape around the actuator, and it just made it bigger by like 0.00069 micrometers or whatever. I could probably talk to the screw guy; he would know what I'm talking about.
The screw guy.
Just because I am screw guy does not mean I am bad guy.
Yeah, see, look. So here, check this out. So that goes underneath the rocker. See the gunk in there?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie with you, man. It's probably been like, I don't think I've opened a stick since like 2016.
God damn it. I was gonna do it.
Because I hate putting the spring and stuff back on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I hate that part of it. I suck at it. Some piece of plastic is always going to fly across the room.
Fly off.
Just fly off and go poof, toast.
You stand by that?
I stand by it. It was a good idea.
Teacher's pet.
Why haven't you drank yet?
I thought you were gonna give me one. You were
Oh,
like,
dog.
You pointed at the coffee.
I
You pointed at the thing, and I was like, yes, yes.
You have a mug
and
down?
you're like, point at you.
I'm like,
point
I
here.
thought you were gonna have
And I was
one.
like, yes, yes, yes.
You got a mug down here?
No, I don't. Can you give me a mug from upstairs?
Yeah.
Next to the sink.
'Kay.
On the left. Robbie, would you like a drink?
Of what?
We're doing a old fashioned and some coffee.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I don't want to yell. Hold on, I'm gonna mute.
Is this the next evolution of
There we go. We're unmuted.
of comfort experience? You know, you have like a poetry cafe, you have a cat cafe, and now you have a Gunpla cafe.
Ooh. Is that what this is?
Just some real low piano music in the background, raining outside, and you're just like, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna walk down the street because we live in this mythical,
Yeah.
downtown area. Just imagine it's like Boston or some shit.
Oh.
And you walk down, you're like, I'm gonna do some Gunpla tonight.
You know, I've had a hard week at work.
Real hard week.
Time for a little
It's my one vice, okay, Martha?
Gunpla. Why'd you say her name?
Well, he's like a cop down on his luck. He doesn't know how to be a good cop anymore, so he's got to go down there.
I just gotta go Gunpla. If I'm not Gunpla, and I don't know what I'll do at night.
Oh, Franklin.
Are you having yours spicy, Robbie?
What?
You're gonna have it spicy?
Yes.
Yeah.
My man.
Right, I mean, not too heavy, right? He's got a really long drive.
Where you live?
Oh, Grove.
Oh, where do I live? Yeah, way too far away. Like,
Yeah, just 48 actual minutes. Let me pop this back on and see if that helps. Yeah, right. That was the 48 minutes I was quoting was, what I assume most people drive.
It's Robbie's.
Because that shit is a good 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Depending on traffic. Probably, here we go. A little American flag for you.
oh, dude, thank you.
A little coffee, a little black Vietnamese coffee.
You have another bottle, right?
We should.
And another one's Manhattan. Yeah.
Making some weird noises in my mouth. Fuck! I left the dishwasher off. Disc washer.
Got the same.
Now feels
I guess I would know.
I want you.
Have you only
Oh,
built
yeah.
a hand so far, Adam?
I actually sanded.
Have you only built a hand so far?
It's back. Makes me excited to play the game.
That's all you got, dog?
Each finger is 4 parts. Okay.
Little triple knuckler there, or
I don't think a triple
we-
knuckler exists.
We talked to the doctor. The doctor said there's no such thing as triple knuckle.
my coffee's cold.
Sounds like a country song. Man, that's something. There's been no singing without DAP.
Right?
Are we missing out?
There's been no setups to just. You stole my. It's been 1 week.
Wait, what's the game you guys play? Dapism?
Dappy Downers.
Dappy Downers.
Yeah. You got a Dappy Downer for us?
I got a Dappy Downer.
What's the deal with airline food?
He waited till today to ask if anybody was carpooling to Kansas KO.
Oh.
Hey, y'all driving together, or is that something that's been like, I don't know. Y'all figure that out yet?
I haven't heard your impression of.
As the person that inflicted the world with the DAP soundboard,
The DAP sound.
I got a lot of experience.
We gotta get that AI depth soundboard going.
Dude, that would be...
Oh, jeez, guys, I love R. Kelly, dog.
I don't know. I could be playing Street Fighter 6, but I just bought my 8th copy of Persona 5.
Was it
Sorry,
that-
I'm gonna let you finish.
Was that?
That's a real deep cut right there.
I think in stream one time where were you asexual tap? And he just instinctively went,
Yeah. That is a good one.
Dude.
The soundboard is very powerful. Very powerful DAP soundboard.
Dude, yeah.
To the point where even his homies in Atlanta, when I did the impression, they were like,
Dog.
that's kind of fucked up, dude, that you can do it that well.
Yeah, dude. He was like... we all started doing it too, And
Yeah.
he was like, man, this is too much.
Did you see that those guys gave us a shout out in their tweet?
Yeah, they shouted us out for their like season 2's complete.
Yeah. I replied back that what they do is very important for the FGC.
Yeah.
Because you know they could go out and interview any of the big scenes they want, and they took their time talking to us.
Be anywhere else in the world right now.
But you're here right now.
But you're here with me.
I think I've said that every single Top in the Shop.
Hell yeah.
Because Jay-Z rules.
Yeah.
And so does the Linkin Park remixes.
Right? All right.
How are you waiting for?
Here, Robbie. Try it for real.
One last time.
Oh, man. Let me find you some fucking screws. Here, you do this. I'm going to turn off my microphone.
Dude,
I'll be
I already
right
put
back.
hands on the stick. It feels great. I want to play right now. Because I learned this new setup today, thanks to Angry Bird.
Ooh.
So, if somebody neutral jumps a fireball and Ken, they land on it, you can drive rush, and you get a juggle. So you get stand heavy, heavy Genrai, EX Dragon Lash, whatever, DP, super.
God damn.
It's dope. I really like where Ken's at in this game. Like, I could not say that one time in Street Fighter V. But I really like, and also Ken got buffed.
Yeah. Well,
Stand heavy kick is
so,
-5.
I saw you were like, oh, the Madmen did it.
Yeah.
Fucking, here's the thing, because everybody at the same time hit me up with like a big pet peeve of mine. And they were like, yo, J-Spot, you see that? They fucking nerfed Kimberly. You see all that? Look how much they nerfed Kimberly. Oh man, this don't exist no more. And I was like, one, I've told you guys since day one I'm playing Lily. This Kimberly shit was just for fun. 2, I will probably continue to play Kimberly on the side. But 3, there's a day 1 patch coming. This disc was pressed more than 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So the disc that they're playing on, that they're all, making these, looking at it like the new fucking, proclamation, perfect. They're making the new Bible about, right? That might not mean shit. That actually might be an older build than the beta.
I agree with you, and I learned that lesson with you very quick when I was like, hey, J-Spot, did you see that they buffed EX Q-Bomb? And you go, cool, I don't give a shit. Next, and I was like, oh. And I brought this up. I brought this up to, I was talking to Reddifer about this the other day when we were at Level Up. I was like, yeah, man, I really feel like I've grown as a person this time around, because in previous iterations of Street Fighter, every time people that chose not to play the game, right, they skipped out and they wanted to tell you why it was bad.
Yeah.
Every time a new game comes out or a new character comes out that suddenly aligns with their interests, now all of a sudden, they're fucking experts on the game. And they can't wait to tell you how you actually suck, and they're really good. I hate it.
Yeah.
I've gone this whole Street Fighter 6 cycle. I haven't called out one motherfucker for it yet.
Yet.
I'm on the last week, J-Spot. I can make it.
We can make it.
But I feel the same way, where it's like, I think I specifically told Reddit, I was like, man, every time a new game comes out, there's like people who are like a rush to be the expert.
Yeah.
Or they're a rush to be like, I'm the tech guy.
Yeah.
And there's this quote-unquote secret Discord with all the top players in it right now. And that's where all this information's coming from, because people in Texas got the game, like, they've had it for over, like, 2 weeks.
Right. Same with New York.
Yeah, well, apparently New York can't get it. New York and LA are dry. Chris Tartarian told me LA can't get it anywhere.
Yeah.
And L.I. Joe tweeted today that you can't get it anywhere in New York. Everybody's, like, being really tight-lipped about the street date. Which is weird to think about. But anyways, everybody wants to be the tech guy. Everybody wants to tell you, hey, I heard from a guy, it's like, well, you didn't figure this out. You've heard it from the same dumbass that I did.
Yeah. That I heard in February of last year.
Yeah. As they would say, like, somebody told me that you had a girlfriend.
God damn it!
Fuck, man. Justin, we set you up, both of us. All right, I'm
Are you
gonna
a big
go.
Killers fan?
Yeah.
He just likes music.
What do you think about Sam's Town? Because that's my favorite Killers album.
Here, I'm gonna step.
I like
away from
Sam's Town.
screws. Y'all keep going.
That's the one with Andy, you're a star, right?
Do what?
That's one with.
That's one with since when you were young.
Yeah. Adam hates it.
Not nearly as good as It's hot.
We get it.
Well,
Mr.
Hot
Brightside
Fuzz,
is the
we really
banger.
put Hot Fuzz up there because that's the breakout hit
Yeah.
album. That's like saying like, oh, was anything Green Day come out touch Dookie? Not really. Like
Still like
because of-
songs
because of
off other albums though.
the cultural significance of what Dookie did, and Hot Fuzz too. Like if Hot Fuzz never comes out, 96.5 The Buzz probably dies
Yeah.
because that year.
Earlier than it did.
Yeah, well, yeah, that because when Hot Fuzz came out, Muse also broke stateside with
Knights of Sidonia?
it was no
What do you think?
his time is running out. That album,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Absolution.
Mhm.
I think it's Absolution.
Yeah.
That's the album? But yeah, I remember, man. It was like all summer. It was Our Time Is Running Out and Somebody Told Me by the Killers.
Mhm.
And I saw an interesting TikTok the other day that the Killers are actually the most successful Christian rock band of all time.
Is that better, Zach?
They're like Mormon. And so even if you go back and look at the lyrics, like Mr. Brightside, it's all like related to Jesus.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, if you interpret it that way.
But yeah, Samstown, I was at Dodge City Community College, freshman in college when that came out. And that album, man, got me through a lot of being away from home and just waiting for the goddamn Black Parade to come out by My Chemical Romance.
My man. Do you like Radiohead?
Yeah.
What's your favorite album?
Are you gonna crucify me if I say Honey Pablo?
It's not in Rainbows?
That's the joke, right? It's either Computer or Pablo, right? Like, do you like, is Creep your favorite song, or
Bro.
is, No Surprises, or there's this girl on YouTube that does a lot of good covers, and she sings into a telephone,
Yeah.
and she does a really good cover of No Surprises. It sounds so sad, because it is.
Funeral song's gonna be exit music for a film.
Yeah, I mean, I like Radiohead. That's one of the bands that I told myself I need to go back and listen to like the entire discography, like from start to finish. One of these days,
Yeah.
and not just listen to like the mainstream, like the hits.
No, definitely in Rainbows.
I think I might be hailed with these. Just because when it came out.
Well, I know. I woke her up because I can't remember how I'm supposed to take this off. Uh-oh.
Went right under my feet.
Yeah, you're right, Zach. He does say Brandon Flowers doesn't. Oh wait, yeah, it is Brandon Flowers, right? Killers.
I'm just kidding. I'm walking so quick.
I don't look a thing like Jesus. Yeah,
Okay,
it's right there. The writing's on the wall.
So I assume that it's dry. Well, let's peel it.
That album also had like this weird like southern,
Let's go get here.
like on the border of Mexico kind of vibe with it,
Yeah.
which really resonated with me being in Dodge City, Kansas, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Is that what they mean when they say get out of Dodge?
Get out of Dodge means Dodge City, Kansas specifically.
Yeah, no, it does. 100%.
It is about Dodge City, but Dodge City.
Kansas.
Was it?
Oh yeah, Dodge City, Kansas. That's where the Ford is and everything. Yeah. Like Wyatt Earp and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That would be right around here.
the fun fact that I have to share with about Dodge City is that there's over 100,000 head of cattle there at any given time,
Whoa.
and you can smell it.
Oh, yeah.
You can smell it.
The first time I'd ever been overwhelmed by a smell was we had Tuesday night practice. I was standing at first base. I'm like, God, what is that smell, dude? That is awful. What is that? And one of the upperclassmen was like, you know what that smell is, Votan? I was like, what is it? He goes, this is the night when they burn all the blood and bones.
Oh.
I went over to the fence and vomited immediately. I was dead.
But did it smell good before then? Before you knew?
It was just like it was hitting me in waves. I'm like, okay, all right, let's go, guys. Oh God, what is that? And one of the upperclassmen was like, yeah, they burn all the blood and bones on Tuesday nights. And I was like, what? Gone.
See, here's the thing about that though. The bones
Are they?
are their money.
Yeah.
So are the worms.
The worms are also.
I guess like
Pull
when
their hair up. But
What does he say? Like, we really like what Joe was saying. Which
I like
show?
what Billy was saying.
Billy.
We just want to make a deal with Billy, and he's like, Billy me or Billy him? I was like,
Yeah.
your name is Billy too? No, I'm fucking confused as
no.
well.
No, it's why I'm
It's the freeze frame too, where he's just like,
Where's Kitty hat? How come I can't get both of you down here at the same time? Kitty, get over here. Okay, we have to peel off Kitty's, and then it says it'll take a little bit to develop.
Excuse me,
how's that
Robbie.
looking?
I came up with a fucking plan, dude.
A plan.
Yeah,
Plans are
I'm a
good.
man of action over here.
No, we're gonna redo it. Here, it takes
I'm
like
keeping the stream locked in on my progress here. I got 2 arms, midsection. You got the waist.
2 nipples.
I just see it as it's just Kingdom Death to me, right? We got the arms,
Yeah,
the headpiece, got the chest, we got the waist. You know, we just got to put together the boots.
And they made for walking.
Also, you guys are hella cheaters for using that unnerfed Vespertine bow. It's criminal, dude.
gotta use my 366 bow.
Dude, okay, 361.
Yeah.
Or no, 351 is the
Yeah.
1.6 version. Like, man, you compare it and go, what'd they do to my boy, my beautiful boy?
They did the boy.
And it's like, I mean, there's still quite literally no reason not to use any other bow in my
Oh,
opinion until new content comes out.
Yeah.
Because
You're
fight,
just- pew, pew, pew.
the hardest part about a level 1 Flower Knight is the
never
hunt
picking up
phase.
the controller.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Did you? So what's your plan? Is it the screw solution?
here, let me do this.
Are you 3D printing screws right now?
No.
Fuck.
Okay, so Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can't see it on the screen right now. You have these screws over on the side. They're the same screws. I found other screws that are the same, like draw,
Uh-huh.
but they're hex.
Oh.
So you have a new hex screw over here, and you're gonna have a new hex screw over here. But now you have
I'm so sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Later, Luxon. Okay, but hold on though. One of the reasons why those screws fell out is because there's no other thing that screws on the other side, so they might just fall out. Like, are you feeling teeth? You
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, it's definitely gripping.
Because they had the counter screws on the other side that I lost at some point when I was taking it apart. I have been inside that stick many times.
I'm done.
I was to say, do we just need to
Love
board
you,
it?
baby.
Just glue in some new inserts?
I actually have I have the things that the 3D printers are using.
Yeah.
I got a whole set of them, so we could just solder in some actual things, and they'll just melt right in.
Yeah.
I got it all. We could do it.
You know,
Here, look, Robbie. I'm pulling on this shit.
I believe you.
It's not going nowhere.
Maybe it was a different stick I had that lost the counter pieces.
That sounds like a TE thing, actually.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like little
Yeah.
silver screws that slot down.
Yeah, and then there's like a nut on the other end.
Yeah,
And
the
will
nut
fall
the
out.
nut slots in to like the little post.
Yeah, this is not that. That's an H-wrap or H-wrap thing, and not the rectangle, the square, the rounded square. All right, so then this one, yeah, look at that, dude. This is
Is it snug?
it's
Snuggy snug?
fucking in there.
Gorgeous?
Few
Is it
more-
gorgeous?
Just a few more twists. Oh, Robbie, your stick is good as fucking new, my guy. The only thing that's missing is this middle one now.
So will it play on everything?
Yeah.
Everything.
You might need to do. We'll need to go do like the
Firmware update?
firmware check, because the. I'm not sure that Rediford did it right, but we can double check it. And I might have a 6th screw in there, or another screw.
That would be
This is
primo.
what I found so far.
You show up to J Spots with 2 screws, leave with 6.
That's what you do.
You too can have a schmackin' new fight stick.
That's what I'm saying. You come over here and you bring a pile of a stick that I built you last time was here. You'll leave with a better stick than you came with.
And then I'm gonna break the fuck out of it. I go, yo, is the camera on? Is
Just
the camera
one
on?
of
And
those
I just 2-hand power slam it into the ground.
Oh man.
You heard that story about Sandbox Toby?
Yes.
He was a Ryu player back in Street
that
Fighter
feels
4.
so much better.
Dude, thank you. I'm excited now. I am more excited than for Street Fighter 6, if at all possible. You did this. He lost to Kyle's El Fuerte at PPCNG, And he thought the Run Stop Fierce Loop combo was like a swag thing that you did to style on somebody.
Oh.
He did not know that that was Fuerte's literal only source of real damage. And he went outside with a Street Fighter Cross Tekken fight stick, 2 hands overhead, straight to the concrete.
You're not our friend anymore.
And I was like, everybody in the shop heard it. I mean, again, PPC&G wasn't much bigger than this basement.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. It wasn't hard. You just heard this noise and go, either somebody's car got broke into, or somebody powerbombed a, Street Fighter Cross Tekken fight stick. You know exactly what model it is, right? And we just walked outside. It was like a murder scene. There was just parts and plastic and plexiglass.
No.
Just broken everywhere.
The saddest thing, dude.
And he was like, I can't take this. I practice way too hard to lose the cheap, dumb stuff like that. And I'm like, bro. And even Kyle was like, I'm sorry I did that to you.
I'm sorry.
But now
We're sorry.
Sandbox Toby is a legend now for that.
Shit. Sandbox Toby. That Toby's a cat name. Sandbox works.
Do you think Toby's a cat name?
Yeah.
Toby the Turtle for me.
Whoa.
That's a turtle name.
Toby the Turtle.
Well,
Toby Kadachi?
Little Toby Kadachi. Toby, our turtle's name is David.
That's a great turtle name, dude.
Yeah, we had David and Alexis from Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Alexis died.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Big A. A1.
Boy, oh boy. It's 11.
Only 11?
Only 11.
That'll you want to go get that Manhattan bottle or?
Bro. Man, so you made this kind of stiff, I'm not going to lie. I'm having a little trouble.
I haven't eaten all day.
I didn't know what the order was. I thought it was, would you like an old fashioned and a coffee? And I'm thinking like, oh,
Why not both?
interesting combination. So I dunked into that coffee and it punched me in the fucking mouth.
That's what I did too. I hit that first drink and I was like, man, this doesn't smell like alcohol. This is straight just coffee. And I chugged like a big gulp and I was like, oh, mistakes.
So like, imagine a boxer, right? And he's trying to get that opening. And just when you think the opening is there, they go down for like a low check and a counter punch comes over the top and just fucking kills him. That was me drinking the coffee. Just when I thought I was getting some great black coffee, boom, counter shot. Yeah, I didn't even get full extent. He got full extension. I was still down here, packed up in my rib cage. Yeah, I felt it. I think I have to slow on that one.
You didn't see that one coming from the
No, hell no, dude.
That's the thing about the Jeffrey.
Let's see, what do I have laying around? I kind of want to jump into a build. You know what? Might as well be this 30-man sister. What's up, girl? Yes, in a little bit. Hey, wait, come here real fast. How's your tattoo?
It's dope, Dad.
Let me see it.
I'm fly as hell.
When I peeled off the dog, it was very hurt.
Oh, when you peeled off the dots, it hurt?
Yeah, like Robbie. I don't know when I peeled it.
Oh my goodness, it's not that dark. What the heck?
They darken up at like the next day.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's supposed to get darker over the next several hours.
Oh wow, this is dark down here. Yeah, right there. Hopefully it comes through. Oh, your poodle's really cute. Hopefully it gets darker.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the because that's just the transfer. Hero's transfer came off real clean. Kitty didn't. But Hero also drew. She was like worried that she peeled hers off early, and so she drew over it with marker. It was really cute, but I had to wash it off.
So is Heroes okay though? Does it look better than Kitty's?
No,
No.
hers is completely gone. Like the transfer, everything's gone. But they said it's supposed to take 24 hours. Like, don't be worried when you wash it off that nothing is there.
Oh, that's what it said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll develop over 24 hours.
Okay. So it'll develop.
Yeah, it says don't be alarmed if you can't see your tattoo at this stage. The design will darken to a deep bluish black color over the course of 24 to 48 hours.
Man,
Oh, designs last 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks.
1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We just got to get it to come in. Well, thank you for helping with that, baby.
Oh man, save and reuse the design. You should be able to transfer the design to the skin several times.
It's for placement.
That wasn't true at all because as soon as it touched that wet stuff, it just like melted. And we don't need to put the same ones on. I'll do a different one every time. I don't give a S.
Now I kind of want to do it.
I'll do it for you.
right before court and just put a tattoo on my face.
Yeah, put a big tattoo on your face.
All the way down the neck.
Yeah, it's just a dick and it says, I like to drink and drive.
Bro.
If I ever got fire team drunk, like he's passed out,
Yeah.
that's the tattoo I'd put on him.
I like to drink and
When I
drive.
say drunk, like I'd get him to drink like 3 Sprites.
3 Sprites and he's done,
Three
dude.
spicy Sprites and he's out.
Spicy
He
Sprite.
is
That's a new
fucking
term.
That's the
gone.
new term, yeah. You ever have a spicy Sprite?
Do you want me to put that in the fridge?
That's like something you tell, like you would hear, like on the like the
Yep.
playground.
Put it in the
I went on vacation for Memorial Day with my parents. Yeah, I had spicy Sprite. What does that mean? It's like Sprite,
But
but
spice.
spicy.
Speaking of that, I have
My Uncle Leland passed out. And
my Uncle Leland.
This is the name.
And it fits, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Only an Uncle Leland would provide you with such a Sprite.
Uncle Leland was like, "You want some Sprite?"
You want some Sprite? Fuck the Royals.
No 5-minute waffle, Teresa?
No, I gotta go to bed. I have an 8 o'clock meeting.
Night night, baby. So do I. All right. Well, you know what Calpico is?
What?
Do you know what Calpico is? The drink, Calpico. It's like a yogurt. It's not carbonated. It's like a yogurt drink. One night we were drinking very heavily soju.
Sake.
Sake
and
sorry, sake and soju.
You can do that legally?
And Dap was like,
Oh man.
he was like, I don't want none. I don't want none. And we're like, okay, fine. We won't. And he's like, oh, fuck it. Give me some. So Justin just started pouring him shots of Calpico. That's it. Nothing else mixed in because we were running out of alcohol. Justin didn't want to give any up. Justin's a selfish guy. And then like somehow Dap was wasted.
What do you mean somehow?
I don't know how.
What do you mean somehow?
He drank a
He
little
has
prior.
an alcohol
Oh
tolerance.
yeah, he did have.
But he got progressively worse for no reason.
Yeah, he did have 1 or 2 shots of soju. That's why I said soju. Because I
Well,
gave
it's
him
like
soju.
crab boil night. I thought he was fine, and somehow he got drunk.
Dude, drunk Dap. You know the phenomenon behind that? Dap will wait until people are ready to go home and be like, "It's time to drink." Heavily.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not just like have one like, "Hey, it's good seeing you guys." It's like, "Oh, everybody's been drunk for hours. Time for Dap to start in."
I have something to show you after stream.
Yeah, we'll drop that story for now. And we'll pick it up later off stream. But yeah, real good times, real great times with Shin Dap.
Shindap.
Daparoo.
Yeah, Shin Dap, dude.
Shindap's been coming out earlier and earlier.
Yeah, Shin Dap. And then one day he was like, what was it, Bozo Dap or whatever?
What was that? Dap?
You made that up, right?
Jack off.
he was
It's what Bozo would have said. Bozo's the one doing the dub. Did you know that there's an actual YouTube page of that?
yes.
It's called Bozo Fan 01, like just like in the skit. It's like actually on YouTube. So like they made that and uploaded it, and then there's also Bozo Dub Step. There's a
Yeah,
whole
Bozo
track.
Dubstep is really good, dude.
And it's like the and then like this like echoing like reverb.
I hope
I hope it doesn't jack off. And then the drop hits, and it's just like, this should not be fucking funny, but damn it is. Like, oh my god.
Why does this slap so hard?
Then they have Bozo Dub on vinyl,
Yeah.
where it's a fucking
Little
vinyl,
scratchy.
and it's just the whole skit on vinyl. How do you even make vinyl? Like, you gotta have like wax and stuff? I don't know how the process works. But it's out there.
Dude.
I act like if I didn't go to Planet Comic Con and they had like, I think you should leave on vinyl, I wouldn't just buy it instantly.
Oh, absolutely.
I would buy 2 copies.
Yeah,
one to
easy.
play and one to sit on a wall forever.
I wore my TC Tugger up to
That was
Comic-Con.
great.
If someone had like a prop one or whatever, like a cosplay version, I would have fucking bought it, even though I was wearing one.
Do you think that
Excuse me.
if Tim Robinson went to Kansas City Comic Con, he would be recognized?
Yes.
Dude,
You think so?
maybe. Wait,
I think he could get away with not. With
He's memed enough in like TikTok and
if
social
he just
media
wore
at this
normal ass
point.
clothes.
He's
Tucked
always
in
in
shirt
normal
with a
clothes.
belt, itty bitty jeans,
Slick back hair.
slick back hair. I think somebody would go, "Is that the guy from I Think You Should Leave?"
Nah.
Nah, it's not
No way.
him. That guy's fucking ugly. It's like the reverse Tony Hawk effect.
Man, do I want instructions? I think I
Did
might.
you guys go to Waffle House last time?
We go to Waffle House every time.
We should bring her a Manhattan this time.
Yeah. Did you know that this is one of the every times?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You guys play the game,
What's the game?
the jelly game,
Oh, I've shown him,
The
but no,
secret-
we don't play.
the secret game.
Bro, the last time we were there, the cook got in an argument with some of the people there because the people there were being like super loud, and we decided to take advantage of the touch tunes jukebox that they had. And she's like, I can't hear over my cook, can you guys be quiet? And they got into like this yelling match, and I just happened to put on Kiss from a Rose by Seal. I was playing the entire time as they're yelling at us.
Yeah, dude. They're like, it's like, there used to be a great tower. And they're like, shut up! I cannot hear my cook! But that sounds like a personal problem. That sounds like a personal problem. You became.
And then Dad was like, "Oh my god."
Dude, Rashawn was with us. Rashawn was just looking at the fucking table, just like, no.
I'm out.
Yeah, man, that. I've told that story to my mom.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my mom was laughing her ass off. I was like, yeah, we were there, and they're yelling at each other. She's like, oh my god, I've seen that on the internet. The Waffle House gets real dangerous. And I was like, well, see, the thing is, and then Teresa's just laughing in the background because, you know, they're both in the back of the van. And I was like, see, well, the difference here is, my mom goes, oh, you know, every time I think about that song, I always think about Batman. What is that?
Wasn't it made for that movie?
Yeah, it was made for Batman Forever. I was like, it's the Batman Forever song. She was like, that's it.
She goes, "Man, we still have those stupid fucking Pepsi cups."
Those McDonald's ones? That's for dink.
Taco Bell. I
Taco
think.
Bell.
Oh, okay.
Taco Bell.
Actually.
The frosted ones with like the characters like 3D
Yeah.
printed on them?
Yeah.
Yep. That started the whole like weird collectible cup.
Because I had those. I had the Godzilla ones.
Yep.
And then you
The Mission
had
Impossible ones.
And then you had the Pepsi campaign for Star Wars Phantom Menace, where it was like if you
Oh,
got
you get all the
gold Yoda
cans?
can,
Yeah.
you would win like, I don't know, $1,000, probably something stupid. Maybe like sit a meet and greet with Ricky Martin. I don't fucking know. What if that was it, right? And you're like, oh, is it because Ricky Martin's doing like a song for Star Wars? They go, no. It's just Ricky Martin.
Just Ricky Martin.
It's just Ricky Martin. You guys are gonna go have brunch.
Fucking, it's just.
God damn it.
He's making a video and it's just upside inside and then fucking Jar Jar's in the background.
Just doing Jar Jar motions.
Jar Jar things.
People watching at home, you know exactly what he looks
Yeah, you know
like.
exactly what we're saying, dude.
He's just flopping around being some horrible, like, racist caricature of a Jamaican person.
I love I don't care for Star Wars anymore, I gotta say.
Yep.
I wonder why.
But I love the ideas that Jar Jar is actually like the true Sith or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all those memes or
And if you watch the first movie again, it seems pretty plausible.
that terrible CG makes it look like it's right.
Yeah.
I love it.
I will say that summer was is still the greatest summer of my entire life.
That summer?
Yes.
Your own summer?
Yes. Because 1999 or 98. I think it's 99.
It's the summer of '99.
Yeah. So
It's 98
first
degrees.
first season that I got to play competitive baseball.
Ooh, tight.
Pokemon had come stateside, so
Yeah.
the card game had just landed. Nintendo 64
Yeah.
was still a thing.
Yeah, it was hot.
Oh my god!
Star Wars came out. Star Wars Legos came out along with that because that was the first big
The
like
first
IP
set, yeah, that they comboed with.
where it was like, no, this is not just Legos that look like Star Wars. These are actual Star Wars Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what a fucking summer.
Fucking-
Oh, first summer that I got to truly stay home by myself with Alex.
Oh, cool.
Like, it was just you hung out with the neighborhood kids all day. That was it. And then you know what happened the next summer? Diabetes, bam!
Woo.
Well, it was actually that Christmas. Oh, also, that's the first summer that we had cable. So, along with cable came Midnight Run, which I got to see, like, the first time I ever got to watch, like, Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z and be like, I will never be cool enough to understand what's going on in this cartoon.
To own a T-shirt that has that on it.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff in that summer for me.
Speaking of Pokemon, did you get all the BK Pokemon Pokeball toys?
I did not.
Pikachu and I had Mewtwo.
Mhm.
I didn't have the
Oh,
other
the gold
ones, though.
cards?
Still have them.
What about like just the normal figures, not the gold card ones?
I don't remember the figures. I just
No?
remember the gold
There's-
cards where you had to pay like extra.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I had to beg mom and dad, like it was like $10 extra
Yeah.
or something, which was fucking nuts.
Yeah, they had all 151, but they recalled it like later down the road because so many kids like choked on them. And like
On the
they,
figures?
yeah,
Little
The-
tiny figures.
that were the Pokeballs that they came with.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember them all.
Where
I
they
don't-
were like that big.
I had all of them, and like
Are,
they wanted like
I don't
this
know,
is like
were
a
they like Burger King toys or were they separate packs?
Burger King toys. There's the normal toys that came with the meal, and then you could pay extra for like the gold card ones.
Oh.
But like there's a giant recall where they wanted like the public to just turn them back in. Like fuck that.
Oh yeah, kiss my ass, dude. I paid for this for my son to die.
Do you remember in Blockbuster they had the Pokemon Snap sticker
Oh,
machine?
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
of
yeah.
Bro.
The first Game Boy I ever owned was a Game Boy Pocket Silver one, and I specifically put the stickers on the back. Now, you can go on eBay right now and you can Google, or you can look up Pokemon Snap kiosk and you can buy them.
The kiosk?
The kiosk
Whole
itself?
And it'll tell you how much film is still left in it.
Bro.
It's just a glorified fucking print at the end of the day, but it's the Pokemon Snap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another holy grail, if I ever can get a goddamn job in cybersecurity, shout out to anybody watching, the Pokeball computer that they had at the 1999 mall tour, where you put the cartridge in and you got a Mew.
Mm-hmm.
Like a legitimate Mew.
Really?
Yeah, so I went to the Independent Center, had the mall tour, and I stood in line forever, and there was some the image is burned in my brain. Understand, I'm 10 years old, right?
Yeah, of course.
The hottest female on the planet Earth,
Yeah.
dressed up like Nurse Joy,
Ooh.
being just bored as fuck.
Oh.
She's just like, hey kid, I'm like, Nurse Joy, yeah, you hand her your Pokemon Blue cartridge, and she goes, pops it in,
Chew
pops
on
a
her
bubble.
gum. Yeah.
It does a little had a little animation. of the
chewing gum.
Pokeball, yeah, and then you get here you go, and then you got a certificate that said your Mew was legit, right?
Here you go, sweetie.
Yeah. have fun with your weird pink cat, little boy. By the way, is your daddy single? No, Nurse Joy. Okay, gotta catch you all.
Yeah, kid, don't forget to catch them all.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Look, Nurse Joy gets off in 20 minutes.
Tell your dad to meet us at the old Charlie's.
It's a Waffle House across the street from the shit. Yeah, but anyway, the mall tour is awesome, and that kiosk
Rocco.
exists somewhere. That kiosk exists somewhere.
Damn, dude.
Just like stupid shit like that. That at that period too, during the mall tour, they had the Pikachu VW Volkswagens,
Yes.
and my mom saw one on the highway and was like, "I need that." My mom was like, "I never liked Volkswagens ever until I saw the Pikachu one." I was like, "See, Mom, you get it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Buy more Pokemon shit for us."
Your mom's so cool.
there's someone on TikTok like restoring all the old Pikachu Volkswagens. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
That's dope. Had like the little ears on it. That was also like when like you guys remember like that weird period in the 90s where like the 60s came back?
Yeah.
You know, like Austin Powers
Austin
and
Powers
shit.
and more.
It was just everything.
Yeah.
Bell bottoms and peace signs.
And all the Neo Retro cars.
Kind of.
Yeah.
They're all still like pieces of shit.
Yeah, the PT Cruiser.
The HHR.
Yeah. The SSR.
Yeah, I remember my older cousin being like way into that stuff and being like, I don't get it.
Swing music came back for a while.
Spice Girls and all that.
Oh, bother. There we go. Yeah, no, the only Burger King, because my family didn't do Burger King, really, so the only Burger King, like, kids club that I did was when Dragon Ball Z was right at this, the Seiya, no, the Namek saga.
Mhm.
They brought in all the Cybermen
Yeah.
right before they restarted the story back to Raditz.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, fuck, I need more Dragon Ball. Like, what can I
Yeah.
fucking do?
I can't wait 2 more years.
This shit is so cool. I mean, I didn't understand, like, the rotation back then.
Yeah.
But, like, it was the first time where I was like, I need this. So I started making, like, Pokemon cards that were Dragon Ball Z characters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on index cards and making them real nice. But we went to Burger King with my grandfather, and they had, like, Dragon Ball Z characters, and I was like, this is the one, what the fuck? And I bought, like, 3 kids kids meals. And I got Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan.
Yeah.
All I wanted was my favorite dude,
Who's your favorite dude?
Krillin.
Krillin?
Krillin was always my favorite dude. So, lo and behold, 3 months later, motherfucker gets stabbed in the chest. I was blown away.
Adam.
Yeah, man. As a kid, I couldn't tell the difference between Yamcha, Goku, or Gohan.
Oh,
Next.
I
damn.
thought they were all the same character.
Next Comic-Con, me and Adam have to go as Vegeta and Nappa.
I like that. I'll go as Chaozu.
I was gonna say
That's a really
Yajirobe.
good idea, man.
Oh, dude, I'd be Yajirobe.
How are you guys gonna?
Oh,
make
can I
it
be Mr. Satan, actually?
Yeah.
Or, Hercule, whatever?
Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
Did you guys like the superhero movie?
I didn't watch it.
Because I did. I thought it was
I've not
bad
seen
fucking ass.
I haven't...
I did watch it actually. I don't know if I like the art. It was okay. I
See,
guess.
I have never liked the super art in general.
The it was like the CG
The
type of art
CGI
though.
The CG was really good though.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Like it was amazingly good. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be dumpster ass,"
Dumpster ass.
but it was good.
That's like what Cisco would say a pretty woman has.
I don't like the name for Gohan's new mode.
Man,
Guess
the
what it
ending of
is?
that movie though.
Guess what it is?
What
was
is it?
Dope.
Beast mode.
Bomb, bomb. Ooh,
You know,
beast
because
mode.
Hero would make a really good Pan. Because Pan is like Hero's age in that movie.
Yeah.
She's got like the little
Oh,
martial
she's
arts
already
gloves
got
on.
the hair. The
Yeah,
hair
she always got the
Yeah.
hair for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she would kill it, bro. Toriyama would come down and bless you with his hands.
Yes.
He'd be like, I don't remember writing this character.
Who is this?
I did that.
Yeah,
Hero?
I imagine that he just speaks like
Granddaughter?
Mr. Popo. What's up?
Just go get them in there.
Man.
Go get them and what?
The man.
I'm not gonna go get it. You go get it.
I'll go get it.
Man, talking about something that really got, helped us get through quarantine was Toonami Aftermath, man.
Dude, yeah, we
Pop that shit on during like work and just
That was a
let
whole
it
stream
chill.
episode. That was
where we talked about Toonami
Yeah.
Aftermath. I feel like a lot of us, like, kinda not I wouldn't say drifted apart, but like we weren't talking as much. And then Toonami Aftermath it definitely brought me back in the fold. Like I feel like it brought me because I was like, I get in these ways where like if I can't see the people I want to talk to,
Mhm.
then I don't want to talk to them at all. And like,
COVID was weird, man.
yeah, Aftermath did it for me. It brought me
Like
back.
it's really weird to think like that was only like 3 years ago. Like, and that was something that we actually got through.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess there's like this new depression study going around about relating to COVID about people who have extreme regret because they didn't do anything during quarantine.
Yeah.
And they're like, the idea is like sets in that you will never again in your entire life have this much free time to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
I
it's like,
forced in quarantine.
Yeah, I feel like that.
I lost like 30 pounds during quarantine.
I'm just like sitting there going like, fuck, they're right. They're like, what'd you do during quarantine? I binge watched this show. You could have learned a new language. Fuck, you're right. You know what I did? I learned how to play fucking Kingdom Death. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Suck my balls.
Oh,
Justin's tripping over shit?
it's your wings.
No. I gotta sell those. trying to build this girl. No instructions.
How's it going?
So far, so good.
Nice.
I'm making it up as I go along.
Whose is this? It's falling apart.
Teresa's. I can bring it back to life.
Where's this little red piece go?
You ever see me work on an arcade stick?
I don't know where this little red piece goes.
What are you? You do GUNPLAs?
Little red.
Wake me up and don't wake up.
I'll be back.
Oh, it goes right here. Big dum dum.
Later, Amethyst 17.
Yeah, it's my cousin Amy. Later, Amy. Oh, he left. Oh, there he is.
Where were you?
We have Where Were You?
She's probably on Twitch.
Again, dude. The whole lineup. Tom DeLong and all.
You going with us on the cruise, or?
I wish. Fucking always rubbing it in about this emo cruise.
See what is he too.
You can still hear Justin breathing. This is cool. He doesn't know we're talking about him. Oh, I hear him opening a door. Yeah.
I don't know why I got quiet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, maybe I can hear him too. I'm a fucking moron, dude. Throw me in the rain, I guess. Like, don't cause me any harm, but just kind of
Throw me in
toss
the
me
rain.
outside. Make me feel forgotten. Damn, that's dark. Make me feel forgotten.
Yeah. All the bugs, all the flies suck on our butts.
Full bottle of old fashioned and Manhattan.
There we go. I told you we had more.
Sick.
That's one of my all-time favorite skits. I think is the.
He's going in
Instagram
coffee.
skit.
Yeah, dude, that one fucking gets me every time.
All the actresses are super fucking good.
Yeah. But you just called me dummy.
Our butts sucked by flies. Absolutely.
Yeah, leave us in the mud. The wet mud.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
finish that.
Man, not too much.
Finish it.
You got more coffee?
Huh?
We have more coffee?
A little bit.
A little bit?
You don't make some more, or?
No. That's way too much.
Okay.
Man, Robbie, I want to play Street Fighter. Did you know that? Did you ever hear that before?
I also pretty much always want to play Street Fighter.
Have you heard the kids? It's all the rage. Your child could be dead.
It's so much the rage that Walmart
Fuck, don't
personnel hate this one simple trick. So I think the people who have gotten the closest to getting it has been now Marnie and then Kong. Because they like took down that display
Yeah.
after Kong asked about it.
So
Which is Nutter McButters, dude.
my guy let me know. He goes, "Hey, I have 3 waiting for me when I sign off." And I was like, "Okay, that sounds dope." I was like, "Can you get PS4 as well?" And he's like, "No, I have 3 of each."
Ooh.
And I was like, "Fuck!" And then he got shut down at the end of his shift.
Yeah.
The manager said no.
Do you need a refill, Robbie?
What's up?
Do you need a refill?
No, I'm good. I'm still working on mine.
Okay.
By working on it, I mean like I'm trying not to die. It's been a long time since I've like seriously drank like alcohol.
Yeah.
Same.
Justin, did you cry a little? When you saw that?
Hey man, I want to play Street Fighter. I want to see what. Like Riley came over to the shop today, and we were just like sitting there talking about like all the new mechanics and stuff. And I was like, man, I never felt this way about 5 once,
Yeah.
which sucks, right? Like I don't want to feel that way about any Street Fighter.
Yeah. I don't want to admit it. I don't want to admit that like I really didn't care for the game as much as I didn't care for the game.
Like, I'm not ever gonna be the kind of person that just goes out of my way like shit on 5.
Yeah.
Because I definitely respect what it did. It had to happen the way it did in order for us to get 6 the way we are.
Yeah.
And I think that 5 did a lot of good for the genre as a whole. Because every other fighting game that came out after 5 got to learn from Capcom's mistakes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like Tekken 7 had a great run. Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
Was really. I think Dragon Ball Fighters is the most important fighting game to come out in the last generation by far.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because
it proved that, you know, you don't have to be like a established fighting game name.
Well, not even that. It's bigger than that, right? You have the biggest action franchise on planet Earth with Dragon Ball, and you have so much as riding on the stigma surrounding a Dragon Ball fighting game, because everything is, you know, Tenkaichi, Budokai, all that stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, there's Dragon Ball Z fighting games, but they're not like, you know, real fighting games. And then so they had to like they drew this really perfect balance of, we understand what's at stake, and then we also have to make this game to where the casual anime fan will really like the game too. And I think they did it like perfect. They nailed it.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Cheers to that. Cheers to fucking...
I haven't done one cheers, boys, today.
Cheers to Dark.
Weird.
Cheers to Dragon Ball Fighters Z.
Even though they never put Bulma in, I was that guy. Well, if they just put Bulma in the game, I'll play it.
I'd take it serious if they put Bulma in the game.
I was thinking she should be like in a big mech,
Oh.
Yeah.
and she throws out
Capsule
random
cord?
capsules
Yeah.
like Faust. Sometimes you get a piece of candy, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you drop the capsule house on their ass and they're dead.
Sometimes you get a motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle comes out. Motorcycle is, you know, pretty good damage, you know, decent Oki.
Well, I mean, they have a precedent for all these archetypes that we're joking about. Like, if you play like Hokuto no Ken, they have like the motorcycle character. They're the girl that spawns the motorcycle. They have the Potemkin knockoff. They have, you know, the giant luchador. They have all that shit in that game. And I think, like, at least being a fan of H&K, like, and playing it as serious as we could in my, you know, apartment. I think, like, Dragon Ball took a lot from it already. And it was just like, man, if only they were just smart enough to take just a little, just bite a little more. Just a little more. You guys own that shit. Just fucking rip it off. Man, Robbie, that's a game you've never gotten into, isn't it?
What?
In it.
Yeah, in it. H&K, Hokuto no Ken.
Nope.
Fuck.
She's so fun.
I played Vampire Savior for the first time.
For the first fucking time?
Yeah, bro, that game is fucking for nerds. Dude.
Dog, we went to the same goddamn, we went to the same goddamn arcade as children's.
I mean, I know what a Vampire Savior is.
I mean,
Or Survivor.
everybody knows what a vampire is.
I know what a Lilith is. And a Morrigan.
A Morrigan.
A Mortana.
Morgana.
Yeah, she got her first start in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah. And then they made a 2D sprite of her.
Yeah, I was like, this game's alright. Can't see myself ever wasting money on it if there's a Street Fighter cabinet right over there, but
But it looks so cool.
shout outs to the... And I gotta think about it, right? What would make... I was thinking about this in context of the Alpha series on the way up here. And how I think the Alpha series is like my least favorite Street Fighter iteration.
Whoa, really?
And but I also say too, I think I would have liked Alpha more because at the time, you know how hard it was to find anime stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like anything that remotely looked
Vaguely
like
resembles.
anime, you're like, oh, I want to do whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alpha definitely fell into that.
Yeah, because it's got that very legitimate anime style. I have a old ass fucking electronic Informer magazine that has like the Alpha. It's like an Street Fighter Alpha like thing. I bought it though because it had Resident Evil 3 on the front.
Nice.
And I read the review and I was so scared to go to sleep because they had the graphics were so realistic, you know.
Yeah.
And they had the best version of Jill, you know.
Yeah, miniskirt.
Yeah, blue tank top blue tube top with the miniskirt and the tower and the sweater wrapping on it. That's it. That is it.
That's all you wear.
That's all I need. It's what I would wear in a zombie apocalypse.
There's two. I want this furled skirt here. What's going on here?
I'm playing through Resident Evil 4 Remake right now.
Oh, nice.
Definitely, what a game.
Yeah, I need to play it. I have it. I haven't played it yet. Oh shit.
I feel like if I don't play it now, I'm never
gonna get around to
Because
it.
Street Fighter 6 is coming
Yeah,
out. Like, what,
you ever
what
heard
are
of that? Have you heard of
what are
Street Fighter
supposed
6?
to do? What are you supposed to do? So, does this Gundam have like 8 different faces? Like,
Yes.
is that supposed to be a thing?
It's just so you could
It
customize
has a
how
bunch
it
of
looks.
options.
Oh,
Options.
because like I'm leaving all these big giant. Is this a rice hat?
Yes.
What's wrong with rice hats?
Nothing's wrong with the rice hat. I'm going like they got to put one on a Gundam.
You know.
The rice hats are dope. I play Goken Alt 2 because he has it.
Well, if you justify
You can't see the hungry eyes.
Robbie, quick to justify his choice.
I'll have you know I have a rice hat tattooed on me.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. Wouldn't you think it would be weird if I said the same thing like that to you? I was just like,
You be the judge.
I go right here.
That's not a rice hat. That's a rice hat.
Oh, I see you played knifey spoony before. You call that a knife? This is a knife. That's not a knife. It's a spoon. Oh, I see you played knifey spoony before.
Y'all should just all go as Kano in the next Comic Con.
Dude. Yeah, let's all be different versions of Kano. I'm in for that.
When I was like super sick, and I'd watch like late time TV because my sleep schedule was all fucked up. It'd be like, oh, The Simpsons are on. Maybe this is an episode I like, and it'd be like episode 6, season 85. I'd be like, never mind. And it's like original air date 2016. I'm like, this is ass.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Episode 3, season 3, episode 3.
Where is? Oh, there's the.
Are
source.
you?
I'm sorry.
Are you sorry?
Tom DeLonge builds Gundam with the gang.
Always Sunny's gonna premiere soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at
What?
how are you not caught
How are
up
you
in that?
not caught
That
up,
show's
dog?
so
I
great,
caught up.
dog.
I caught up. I don't watch shit.
Bear season 2's next month too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bear season 2. I'm on episode 2 of season 1.
When do you watch things?
what do you mean?
How do you watch shit? Justin, what do you do? Robbie's got a disease. How do you do this?
I never see you watch shit.
You don't see me at all.
He watches you sleep all the time.
When you get your CPAP machine.
So, not soon.
Clementine's gonna cut your cords.
Just gonna lay on my cord.
Just gonna rip it out from your nose as you're sleeping.
I'm gonna put apple juice in it. CPAP. Adam's gonna fucking testify like, no, doctor, I love applesauce though.
Adam orders apple juice at sushi restaurants.
True story.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Here's to applesauce.
I had applesauce today.
I had applesauce in like 15 years. More for me.
You know, I put on this skirt because it's blown up in the front. I mean, obviously that's so she can like sit.
For the porthole.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I wanted the overly sexualized thing, and I don't care for it.
When are you gonna do the mentally unstable women?
Excuse me?
You know what I'm talking about.
What?
The emo ones.
The emo ones?
Yeah.
Why do we call them mentally unstable?
The lollygag girls.
I think they're perfectly stable, and they know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Look, just because like they cannot sleep, they cannot think tonight.
You need somebody and always, dude. It's too much.
Fucking emo girls.
Oh, so I showed Adam that text last night I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
Jay.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it's on stream. Just,
Sure, whatever.
um,
Oh yeah, what's she watching? No, she's
No.
not. I see that we have 3 viewers.
mutual friend Mac at work. I talked to him today, and apparently she was like venting to him about, you know, the breakup or whatever. He's like, "Oh, why don't you just get like a rebound?" Or like he like jokingly said like, "Oh, I heard Justin has a new place." She's like, "No, our relationship was bad." And then I'm like, "Wait a minute." I showed him the text. He's like, "Wait." He checks his. She texted me a minute after he sent that text to her.
1 whole minute. She rapid fired that shit. She went in alphabetical
But nope.
order.
Relationship was bad.
The relationship was bad, dog. These are mutually exclusive things, Justin. I don't see what you're getting at. Are those? Oh, is that cleavage? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought that was butt cheeks. It's cleavage. Okay.
Cleavage so much better.
Isn't it always cleavage if it's a butt?
Butt cleavage.
Well, I mean,
It wasn't chest cleavage.
I mean,
I feel like I missed.
I mean, if they don't have cleavage on their butt, like,
I mean, what's going on here? This is a whole different game.
still got that cake?
no, if they have that Hank Hill ass, they're still gonna have cleavage, dog.
That Hank Hill ass.
Sure.
That ass pumps propane and propane.
It'd be weird if they had just a wide ass gap between two cheeks.
Do
Or
it
if you
for
were
it.
just smooth.
I've completed the Sekiro Gundam.
There you go. Hell yeah.
I don't
here
think you
go.
could say that.
The Shogun boy.
He's like, you know, he's got the Dai Katana up front. He's got the regular
The
katana on
Naginta?
the side.
Well,
He's got
Naginta
the little,
action.
Wakashi,
Oh, Wakizashi.
Wakazai, little die 6 action.
Thing's got a little D6 in him.
Little D6. Katanas are so good in D&D. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. D&D's for weebs.
I can't really lay him down because like his swords like stick out.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I think everybody at home can see now. One accomplishment.
You did it, dog.
I did it. I'm the man now, dog.
Look at me, look at me.
You're the man now, dog.
Did you ever frequent that website?
What?
You're the man now, dog. You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
read that website?
Oh yeah.
YMNTD.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was big into that.
That's like OG memesville, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's where I found the that was my first exposure to the G.I. Joe dubs.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not my dad. Oh. I posted that on Twitter this winter. Going outside has me like, oh no, I went to Game Cafe. It was the night we had the Money Magic Hongs.
Yeah.
We're super slick outside.
Yeah.
I busted my ass right in front of the main window of Game Cafe in front of all those geeks. It was one of those things like the sidewalk was completely stealth slick, you know? Oh, just when you had enough confidence to put one foot in front of the other, whoop, complete loss of gravity.
Black
You know,
ice.
It's just Game Cafe nerds. You have
I
nothing
just-
to be
I-
embarrassed about.
I ate a gratuitous amount of shit on that sidewalk, and the first thing I thought of was the G.I. Joe, the kid. Holy cow! I'm totally going so fast. Oh fuck! It's how he says, "Oh fuck," because that's like He should have won. He should have won an Oscar for that. Like, that one and pork chop sandwiches are the all-time greatest.
Pork chop sandwiches. That looked fucking delicious, kid.
God, those smell good. Detector no going. You tell me running stuff, and then it just sits on his face. Man, me and my friends, man, we just.
Oh no, us too, dude.
We had it was one of the years we had one of those really bad ice storms, like where you're out of school for like the entire week.
Yeah.
And we sat at my friend's house and we just watched the G.I. Joe thing, and we were just like dying belly laughing so hard at the ice one and pork chop sandwiches. And, hey kids, I'm a computer.
Stop all the downloading.
Stop all the downloading.
Body massage.
Body massage machine. Hey, what should we do? Do with it. Let's launch over it. Hey kids, I'm a computer. Body massage machine, man. Go.
Yeah.
Stop all the downloading. It's like, okay, 3, 2, 1, hide. And the girl gets in the fucking refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, out here playing hooky, are we? No, it's like played in reverse. He puts her in the refrigerator. That's what it is. And he just like closes the door and like that's the end of it. Like, oh, fuck. Oh, man. The internet will never be so wild and free. I'm trying to think what was the big funny thing that you went to You're the Man Now for. It's just kind
Brian
of like
Peters.
Do what?
Brian Peters.
Maybe.
Or Brian Peppers. Sorry, Brian Peppers.
Brian Pepper.
I remember that was like the forbidden key. That's like, oh, what's this link go to? What the fuck is a 4chan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Click. Oh no.
What is a green test?
What have I done?
Yeah. My friend Miles showed me all that. And then, man, we had a fucking field day with it. Without memes, I would die. Alright, so Robbie, I just went through the whole process of undoing all the work I did so I can fix the mistake I made a long time ago when I was like,
You need
I'm not using the instructions.
Switch back to your.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Look at me not using instructions. Yo, RTY has a friend that wears rice hats. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Which is funny because there's a rice hat on your hung up over there.
Yeah, it's Teresa's.
I think they're fucking cool as shit.
They are.
It's the whole like
Don't try and justify yourself now.
They cover up the brim of your eyes. I'm telling you, dude. I've been playing Gouken way longer.
Yeah,
way and
longer.
I only pick costume 2 with the deep red color.
A little bit wonky.
You are?
A little bit. Stop.
It's because you haven't eaten anything. I'm glad you're awake though. This whole like drinking with coffee, I think.
I don't know why I'm building so much.
Why are you building so well? Usually you suck shit.
You guys have any like competitions coming up?
Yes, actually.
July.
I don't know why Adam had to say it like that. But.
July.
Yeah, we have in July 15th, 16th?
I don't know.
Somewhere in there. If only I had the paper. We have a competition coming up. It's going to be down at Game Cafe, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
That is fucking sick.
Fuck, dude. How did I fuck this up? There we go. Yeah, if you're looking to come, it's $10 to get in.
$10 to come.
$10 is all you need.
I take that deal. There's so much cunt everywhere.
Fucking shit, dog. Down in Dominican. Alright, I have to get this little flesh tone piece out. There we go.
Do I put the stickers on? I've never done that before.
You can.
That one comes with stickers?
I think it comes with decals, actually. Those are water slides, so they don't just go on like stickers. You have to soak them in water.
I see.
You gotta spit on it, and then you can put them on.
You gotta put them in the milk first.
Oh, God.
Justin tells this shit to Teresa. You gotta put them in the milk first, and she's like, "God, Justin, just Like, that's not even a funny one. Why would he say that shit? And then, like, he brings his stuff. It's like, what? And Teresa was just like, yep.
I don't even think I was a guest yet.
Yeah,
When I
no.
say that shit.
Seems kind of redundant to have a regular katana, a great sword, and then
A Naginta.
a shorter sword.
It does come with a Nagenta, you know, if you were wondering.
No, a Naginta.
Nagenta.
Are you my Naginta?
I don't think Adam knows his reference.
Come on, Adam.
Adam doesn't know the reference.
You haven't seen the League, dog?
So like, how
Not
do
all
these,
the way.
How do these stickers? Do they
Another
like?
one of those ones I
Do
still
they like
never
bond
found.
to the plastic?
So what they are is like you soak them in water.
Yeah.
They'll float off of the paper, and then you slide them in to where you want them to be. And when they dry, like they really kind of mold to it.
They make that noise.
Interesting.
They make the
A Naginta in the League, Adam, is when Andre throws that all whites party. And Taco has a whole song for Naginta.
Yeah, we used to, at work, they used to always talk about my Nagenta and To the Cloud. To the Cloud.
Oh, I see. It's like a fucking crossbow. What the fuck?
Yeah, it can be. If you had like extra, or I don't know if you have all the pieces to make like the
Yeah, I think you can make everything on this.
nice. I know that you can make a big bow and arrow, and it doesn't have everything for that.
Oh yeah, there's the arrow. I was wondering what the arrow.
Yeah. So there's like the holster of the swords. You can, if you had two sets of the holsters of the swords, you can make a big bow, and
So
it's
they
like
get
it's
you,
a
huh?
huge bow.
Yeah, has to be a huge bow. It's a huge Gundam. You could use a beam sword. You could use a giant cannon.
Yeah.
You could use a gravity-fed super railgun, or shoot the other metal robot with a bow and arrow. Because it will pierce the AT field. God, I hate Dap so much. He won't watch Ava. He doesn't
What?
get it.
Fucking out of nowhere.
Yeah, man.
God, I hate him so
I
much.
hate him so much.
That guy you always have on the show. God, I hate him so much.
He's like, I don't want to watch it. I hate Shinji so much. You're not supposed to like
He's just
him.
a fucking. He's such a pussy. He's just a crybaby.
And it's like,
like,
bro,
that's the
you're-
point,
yeah,
dude.
that is the ugly truth about
14-year-old boy.
yeah being told get in this robot to save
I'm Totino's boy.
not the pretty girl, but all of humanity. All of humanity does this. See you later, Aishan. Good luck fighting Luke.
Yeah, night dog. Thanks for hanging.
So I know you listen to emo music, Robbie. What is your go-to music now?
Man, so I was in the gummy zone.
Get in the zone. The gummy zone.
I was in the gummy zone. I've been playing this game called Hacker Simulator. It was like $7 on Steam, but it teaches you how to actually use like Linux and like how to use like it basically turns you into a glorified like script kiddie. So you're just using somebody else's tools to like break into shit, but it does actually teach you how to use this stuff. So, anyways, imagine it if you will. Headphones on, all the lights out. I am hacking. I'm in the process of putting a keylogger on some poor schmuck's computer. And this band comes up on YouTube called motherfucker. I just forgot it. It's called like Deep Wave. They're like from like the mid '90s, and it is like it just had, as the kids would say, such a good vibe to it. It's like very kind of dreamscape kind of sounding, like alternative music, and then it gets real heavy sometimes, like Smashing Pumpkins kind of heavy. And I really liked it. I also found this band called Rubido, and they're like brand new. Like it came up on my YouTube feed the other day, and it was like, I was like, man, this band's kind of good. And it was like this entire album was uploaded like 45 minutes ago.
Whoa.
So I was like, whoa, they are like brand new, and they have a really solid kind of early Soundgarden grunge kind of feel to them. So I was like, yeah, I've been kind of visiting. I gotta find that band now. It's really gonna bug me. It was in the front of my brain, and I started telling the story and just fucked it out the window. That, and then just a never-ending just tirade or torrent of vaporwave. Especially since Tina Turner passed away. Rest in peace, Queen.
Oh.
What's that have to do with the vaporwave? She vaporwave?
Yeah, they use a lot of her songs like in the samples.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Like really slowed down.
Yeah.
I am sad. Welcome to the also, Riley feeds me some pretty interesting fucking music that I would never listen to on my own.
Yeah, without Riley.
Without Riley, that's it. Like this new song, Your Neighbors. The band is called Your Neighbors. The song is called Smacked, and it is 5 minutes long, and it covers almost every genre of music in one song. It's a fucking trip, man.
Do you listen to any modern emo?
Modern emo,
Like Hot Mulligan or anything?
So like, man, I do follow this one band on Spotify. That's like kind of the modern Midwest emo kind of. Like
Who is it?
Like those intricate fucking guitar riffs at the start with the girl screaming behind it.
Mhm.
Fucking love that meme, dude. Did you ever watch the show Euphoria? I did.
Yeah.
But there's a Midwest emo compilation of this some dude just hitting some fucking like American football style riffs and just
yeah.
screaming
That's
in the
all
background.
the meme where it's like dramatic scene of them like talking something out.
Yeah,
and
they're just like he told me he loved me, and then he just fucking told me. He's like, and you're just like, yes, 2006, give it back to me, motherfucker.
The best one is the Fresh Prince. Where like, why don't he want me, man?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that guy's got
To hell with him.
and it's just some like dip ass
You're like the
fucking
scene
white
from The
kid with a
Office.
guitar just ripping off this tasty ass jam. Where the fuck is my history on YouTube? How do I get to my history? Here we go. I don't have a lot of like go-to music. I've been re-listening to Green Day's entire discography from like start to finish because I haven't revisited some of those songs in like since I was in high school.
Mhm.
So it's interesting to listen to like Nimrod, where Billy Joe is in his like mid-30s, going through kind of like a midlife crisis of like, oh fuck, I'm becoming my dad. I don't want to become this like
He's in his
burnout
30s on
fat
Nimrod.
dad.
Yeah.
And he's like very bitter about it. Like a lot of, I mean, that's the album with Good Riddance on it, and Good Riddance is a total fuck you song. I also really like this girl. Her name is Juliana Chahade. She like sings songs into a like an old rotary phone,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's great. And then also just typing whatever band I want to hear and then karaoke after it and then screaming it in the car unapologetically. Man, this is really pissing me off. I listened to like this song, this band for literal hours playing Hacker Simulator, and like I can't find it at all in my history. How does YouTube do that? Or,
Is he still hating music, Adam, or
do what?
Just because I've only got radio in my car.
Adam hates music. Has no music subscriptions. No radio in his car.
I just listen to YouTube all day.
Listens to the radio. Because he hates music.
I do need to put a new idiot in Lexus.
You need to get YouTube Premium at least, so you get YouTube Music.
I need to just resubscribe to Spotify.
That too, I guess. Or like use Brad's login.
I've been going back to like Neutral Milk Hotel recently. Too,
Hell yeah.
just to fucking hate my life.
Hell yeah. Do you like movements?
Do what?
Movements?
Movement?
Is it movements or is it movement?
I've never heard of it either way.
Neither? Okay.
Movements is something I do.
Stop.
I revisited the Veronicas.
Yeah. Man, I haven't listened to
I beat Earthbound for the first time
Whoa.
on Switch. It's on like the digital SNES console.
Yeah.
Fully
Get
like
this fucking
translated?
racket, dude. So you spend $4 a month and you get Switch Online.
Yes.
And with that, you get NES, base Game Boy, and SNES.
Yes.
If you pay $49 a year, you get the Sega Digital Console, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo 64. Fucking, that's a racket, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I started Phantasy Star 4 on Sega, and then my subscription ran out, and I was like, I'm not paying for this shit. I could just emulate this whenever the fuck I want to.
Yep.
So I went to SNES, and I was like, oh, they got Earthbound on here? Like, I mean, yeah, God, everybody talks about this game being so great. I'll try it out. What an experience. Felt sad when it was over. Really got me good. It's the first piece of media I've consumed where I wish I would have done so at a younger age.
Ooh.
Because I feel like this way about watching FLCL. I feel like you can't really appreciate the message of FLCL unless you are like in those formative teenage years of like 13 to 15.
Yep.
But it's an anime that you rewatch as you go through your life.
Yeah.
So, like, you
Teresa
watch
tries to
it when-
watch it all the time, and I'm like, man. I
Cooly
miss
cooly?
this.
You watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch
Love
it.
that anime. That's probably one of my first animes I watched.
It fucked it. It quite honestly, it kind of fucked me up as a kid. So I was like, "Fuck, dude, this is out there, man. It's only 6 episodes, and like it's so genuine. I hope they never make any more of this shit."
Did you bother watching the newer seasons?
Alternative and progressive.
I've not
There
seen it.
isn't any.
What?
There's no Warren Boss you can say.
New FLCL?
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
Was it that bad?
Oh, well, so progressive
Is
has
Haruko
an amazing
not in it?
trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer to progressive made me rock hard when I saw it.
Yeah,
because
I
I
was
was
like,
like I was like,
Rock hard
thank you,
Juice
my
Robinson.
Twilight is used in the fucking trailer by the Pillows. I'm a huge
Yep.
fucking Pillows fan. And this just feels like, oh, it's just more badass FLCL
Yeah.
until it literally fucking is not.
Yeah.
What was bad about it?
It's just not good.
Story,
It's
the characters, the animation,
it's
The animation too?
the animation isn't terrible, but it's because you know why they made FLCL in the first place, right?
I do not.
So Studio Gainax and IG were so fucking mentally burned out from making End of Evangelion, like they were like suicidal. And the studio was like, okay, we're going to do something completely opposite from Evangelion. And like this is the same studio that went through the whole like Hideki Anno is like suicidal and his apartment he didn't know how to end Ava, so his apartment caught fire and he was like, I'm just gonna lay in my bed until I die because there's no way I'm gonna be able to like finish this series and please these fans.
Yeah.
So during the End of Evangelion, there's a live action scene when Shinji's experimenting or experiencing instrumentality, and they do a pan of the viewing audience in Japan, and then they flash on screen real quick some of the death threats that Anno got for how he ended Ava, because he ran out of money. So episode 25 and 26 is just a giant recap.
Yeah.
Death and rebirth, and it is kind of a slap in the face, but he's like, no, my true version, End of Ava. So End of Ava is a visual masterpiece. Gynex and IG are fucked up from it because it's such a heavy endeavor. They're like, they're going to make something completely off the wall crazy. We're going to use all these different art styles. South Park is big in America. We're going to parody that, blah, blah. And they make an FLCL as kind of like a break, and it ends up being like one of the greatest breaks of all time. And it's very genuine in its approach and progressive and alternative kind of, because the whole thing was funded by William Street. Adult Swim literally was like, we need more of this.
Yeah.
Because they kind of found their diamond in the rough. Like, well, everybody knows Dragon Ball Z. Okay, everybody knows Gundam. Okay, everybody knows Bleach, Naruto, etc. etc. Nobody has ever fucking even heard of this FLCL show. The English dub is fucking phenomenal. And they really struck it big. So, like, we need more of that. And you get progressive and you're like, okay, is this the same story continuing? Are we going to see some old characters?
Yeah.
Haruka is here.
Mm-hmm.
But is she the same Haruka?
Was she?
Do what?
Was she?
I don't know. It doesn't really... You don't really know. And you kind of like watch it the whole time, kind of sitting on the edge of your seat, waiting for it to tie in somehow, and it just never does.
Yeah.
So it's like its own standalone thing?
I guess, like, it's its own separate story.
They like hint that she absorbed Adamus, but
not really,
never
though.
confirmed.
But, like, not really. And, and like, alternative, you see a guy that you think might be Nauta grown up, but you don't really know. They literally just kind of say, like, fuck you. Like, we're not going to bother to explain.
Mm-hmm.
I finished Progressive. It's like a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
And then Alternative is a little bit better. It's a little bit more genuine to the FLCL type-ish story.
So are those two both separate as well? Like from each other?
Do what?
Like, there's two different things then, right?
Yeah, they're two. Yeah, and they're like unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them?
Both stories. The only thing that they have in common is that there's a medical mechanica somewhere, and Haruka is doing.
She's in both.
Random shit.
Yeah.
They're both characters. Both main characters are female in these versions. Because like the whole point of FLCL is like the message is
coming of age, growing up.
Just don't grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Like enjoy being a kid while you can, because you're gonna fucking hate it. Which is like so.
I don't like sour drinks anymore.
Which is like, you know, at the time they're like basically saying like, man, this sucks. Being an adult in Japan fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And that's why I say like it's important that you watch it like different parts of your life, because you take different things away from it. And yeah, alternative and progressive were just such a unfortunate letdown, because the trailers were so good. And I'm trying to think the name of the song that they used in the first trailer was badass. And then they remastered some of like the Pillow songs, and they don't sound good.
Like they lost what made it special.
Yeah, it sounds like overly produced.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunate.
I just got a phone call and I need to step away. It is midnight. I think maybe, just maybe,
A little Waffle House action?
I'd be down for a little Waffle House. But maybe we wrap it up here. Adam finished his, and Robbie finished his. I just finished mine.
I think I hit it like an hour and a half.
That means you had
You gotta break it now. Did not meet that 30-minute mark.
Into the
I'll
trash.
get it next time. Yeah, into the trash.
I need this awesome hand.
It's a very
Is that really all you did?
And this whole chapter.
Okay.
So I got some extra parts I need to go categorize and put away. But there she is.
I got 2 arms.
Yeah, I did her little special beam cannon hands over here. So there is a white version of this one and a black version of this one. The white version is much cooler. It has so much cooler parts, but I think the black version looks better. Just in general, it looks really good. Dude, this is great. I like these little 30-minute sisters. Here, I'll get a big screen of it real fast.
Oh, I was looking up that band. Fuck, I forgot. It's like dark or deep.
You wasn't any metalcore.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've listened to metal like off and on growing up, like kind of typical Midwest shit, like Slipknot,
Fuck yeah.
Oh, new metal.
Slipknot, like Korn, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude, we were all freaks on a leash, dude.
Old Deftones action.
Old Deftones, yeah.
White Pony's so good.
Dude, Deftones are just fucking great.
Yeah.
I don't think I fully got them, like their excellence, you know, back when they were a new. Man, I have missed all night. The fact that trash can's over there and not right this, I missed all night. But anyway, like I think I missed like their genius.
Who?
Deftones.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't get it like in middle school or whatever when they were big.
To be fair, though,
To be fair.
in the you wouldn't really have a reason to know about the Deftones.
Oh,
Here-
so
here in the
yeah, I
Midwest.
would have never had a reason to understand.
Or I mean, you would hear
Yeah.
like what Change.
Yeah.
You would hear that in some 90s fucking movie, like
yeah.
The Matrix or some shit, and you'd be like, "This is fucking heavy."
Yeah.
And then that's as far as you go. What are you gonna do? You gonna download it?
I had a
No.
friend who was way into it. He was very deep into anything emotional when it came to like heavy metal or heavy music, and so he showed me the ways. Rocky Valera, and he showed me the way of like darker music, heavier music. So I was like, yeah, I like these music. I like rock music, and he's like, bitch, you don't fucking know. And I was like, you're younger than me. You can't call me bitch. And like. He showed me. He was like, "You like Linkin Park? You like Korn? Listen to Mudvayne."
Yeah.
He's like, "You understand what LD50 is?" No. He's like, "It's whatever, right?" Going and all that shit. And he's like, "You like Mudvayne? Have you heard of Sepultura?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." "You like Seven Dust? Let me show you this group." And it was just like, "Fuck." Yeah, and he showed me like so much shit.
Heavier shit was like Korn, Slipknot, System of a Down, stuff that I could get on MTV, you know.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Mudvayne music video on MTV2 that summer, and I was like, this is fucking wild.
Yeah.
These people are insane. And then rewind farther back this was like 96, 97 when I was watching MTV, because I really liked the show Syphil and Ollie as a kid, even though I don't understand why. You ever watch Syphil and Ollie?
It's
a fucking
on the
puppet
Plex,
show?
huh? Liquid TV's on the Plex, man.
Yeah, so because there was no way for us as kids, I'm talking 4th grade,
Yeah.
to know when shows came on.
Yeah.
So me and my friend Luke would just stay up until the late hours of like 11:30, just watching MTV and waiting for, maybe Syphil and Ollie will come on tonight. Well, it's Friday. It might come on. It never came on. Luke passed out, so I'm stuck watching MTV. What comes on? Fucking Ladderless by Tool, and I want to fucking run into the street and die in front of a car because the man turns a water faucet and ground meat comes out of it and turns into a meat man, and the meat man's walking around all stop motion, H.R. Geiger style, and I'm just like, fucking, what is this hell? What is this hell, dude?
I was so into it. Like I was like, man.
I don't think it was loud. I think it was sober. I think that's the one with the meat man.
Whichever. We all know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. Or that Apex Twin video.
Apex Twin's the same fucking way.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn, man. Or like Prodigy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Prodigy. Love Prodigy.
It'd be
I
like-
love Prodigy so
I
much.
can't. It's not Smack My Bitch Up. It's their other like big single where they're in the apartment.
Firestarter.
Firestarter, yeah. And it's just
like
randomly.
I like Breathe. Well, all 3 of those songs are
No,
fucking awesome.
They're all bops and they all slap. You know, we had that conversation.
Yeah,
before.
yeah, we had those before.
So Prodigy, you're just enjoying this like house beat '90s, and then there's just the fucking tarantula eating an alligator for no fucking reason at all. Like, or just like the most grotesque shit comes out of nowhere.
Dude. Yeah, Breathe. Fuck, breathe with me.
This is why more so just if I win the lottery, you open an arcade and you just run '90s.
You run 90s
forever.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Anything.
all of it.
Yeah.
I don't care if Britney Spears comes on in the middle of fucking.
She has to.
She has to.
She's hard rock at this point.
And she also might be dead.
Oh, well, I mean, I've heard those. You know what, Rob? We need to save something for another show. I mean, like.
So
I'm just gonna drop this on Adam really quick. So the idea, so she didn't get out of her conservatorship. She didn't get out of her conservatorship with her dad. She just got transferred to a place that is controlled by her dad. So also, this is all being spoon fed to me by Marnie. She's like super into this theory that she's dead. Also, Avril Lavigne is dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine was the Avril.
This goes farther because this is Britney Spears, motherfucker, right? So
I mean, wait now.
she goes on Instagram.
Hold on, wait.
Are you saying Avril is bigger than Britney?
I'm not saying she's bigger pop musically, but who do we care more about?
I care about them both for different reasons. And I'm going to tell you this, when Complicated first hit MTV2, I said, this bitch is a poser. First time in my whole life.
You use the word poser?
I used it. I said, she ain't going to malls. She ain't knocking stuff over. She ain't even in that half pipe with the fucking tie on, bro.
No.
Let me tell you the time I actually was like, that is a real girl. Look up the Avril Lavigne song, Hot.
Yeah, I know the song.
Made me so hot, blah, 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 me want to drop. And she's got this green corset on. Anyways, she's dead, I guess.
Right.
The Britney Spears
She's been
thing
replaced.
is, she is either dead or she's locked in this, chamber ran by, Hollywood elite.
Yeah.
But her dad, she puts out these Instagram lives where she's like, hey, blah, 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 I'm doing this thing. She moves, and then the filter moves off the face. So they think that it's either her sister is playing her with like a deep fake.
Yeah.
And they had this whole green screen studio down in the basement with all these cameras and lighting and stuff. And Marty was like, see, look, right there. It gets really pixelated. And I'm going like, is it pixelated or is that just shit camera? She goes, you tell me if Britney Spears
Yeah,
can't afford
the best
a
camera.
fucking red 8K camera.
Yeah.
She's using an iPhone, dog. She's Britney Spears.
And it's and they show the green screen done real bad, so sometimes
You know what the red is?
sometimes it cuts out. But anyway, yeah, Britney Spears is dead. Look it up. I hope she's not dead. Fuck. More importantly, you Britney or Christina?
Britney. Christina. Fuck Christina, dude.
What?
Yeah. Get out of here.
What?
Yeah, get out of here.
You just hear this guy?
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera.
Perfect. Beautiful Christina Aguilera right there. Britney all the way. Toxic.
I don't think
Toxic is
so.
all you need, dog.
Toxic? Have you seen Candyman? You don't get just one Christina. You don't get just two Christinas. You get three Christinas. Brunette, blonde, redhead.
If I was gonna go with a three-peat,
Fucking back me up here.
if I was gonna go for a three-peat, I don't need Christina Aguilera.
No,
I
turn
got
on
Vanessa
the sound.
Hudgens.
What?
Vanessa Hudgens. You ever see her Netflix movies?
No fucking way.
Dude, they're so good, dude.
That's such a J-spot answer, bro.
100%.
Christina Aguilera better switch me chairs so I can sit next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst. Hear her argue over who she gave head to first. Little bitch put me on blast on MTV. RTY is really, really bad. RTY. I was just quoting RTY's favorite rapper.
Yeah. That's that deep rap nobody knows anymore.
Britney Spears, I mean, iconic. Henny Baby One More Time. The schoolgirl outfit, the pigtails. It's all there.
I don't know that Christina would exist without Britney.
I think they came out like the same time, and
Christina
they were both
came
on the
out
Mickey
a
Mouse.
little.
They
Yeah,
on
they're
on
both Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Britney Spears got to ride on the coattails though of NSYNC
Yes.
because
Because
Toonami Aftermath runs that fucking McDonald's commercial all the time where they're giving away the album and it's like NSYNC is on the stage and all the people and then it's like Britney Spears just kind of like
yeah.
off to the side.
Yeah.
You dumbass, get the fuck out of here.
Hey man, it's who you know and who you blow.
But I will tell you, that summer I talked about, first I got MTV, Oops, I Did It Again came out.
Yeah.
I remember talking to my friends. That was the first time I talked to my friends about girls being hot.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you see that red outfit she has on? Oh yeah, bro. We don't know why the fuck that's hot. It's just like Carson Daly said that.
Adam, 1999. Where were we? That would be 2001.
I was fifth grade, sixth grade.
That would be freshman year.
Yeah.
It'd be freshman year.
Mhm.
1999 for us was in this order: Street Fighter Alpha 3,
Mhm.
The Matrix on an HD or on a hard drive that we'd pass around.
Yeah.
Full seasons of South Park on disc that we'd pass around. We were all learning how to drive.
Mhm.
And
Sweet SL2.
and figuring out how to get porn for free.
Yeah.
So like We played Alpha 3. We played
Guilty
this
Gear.
brand new game called Guilty Gear.
Okay.
We used to play the fuck out of it. We would go to the arcade to play DDR and Soul Calibur, the first one. We got to sit down and figure out, what do you think the countdown is on Monday Night Raw? Because we hope it's Chris Jericho, and it was. And then we got to figure out what's better, a Dreamcast or a PlayStation 2, and we had fights over it. It was great.
Okay, all right. You guys being older,
Yeah.
so what are your honest thoughts back then and now of the Nintendo 64?
Honest thoughts. Back
Honest
then,
thoughts.
I loved it.
Back then,
Back
I
then,
loved
you
it.
loved
I
it.
needed it. I didn't have one.
Okay.
I wanted it.
But you had a PlayStation though, right?
I had a PS1.
Okay, because go ahead.
I had a PS1 because our friend Carrie Page sold it to me for
Yeah.
$50, and he was like, "This is how you copy games."
This is for you, Justin. He does it right in mid-word
Yeah.
too. He'll be like, I was thinking yesterday about that.
Yeah. Fucking. All I wanted was Smash Bros. And the wrestling games. I didn't want anything. I didn't care about.
No Mercy was fucking goated.
No Mercy,
Fucking
dude.
loved Mario 64 so
AEW is
much.
finally coming out.
Oh yeah,
It finally is
off the
June
same-
29th.
Mario 64, Star Fox.
Yeah.
See, I didn't care about
Goldeneye?
Star Fox.
Out of it.
Me and
Goldeneye?
Mario Campos played Dogfight
Yeah.
in Star Fox nonstop.
Yeah.
You, me, Lawrence Leach, Jimmy Variolis, for 2 whole summers played
Dogfight fucking
GoldenEye.
sucks.
Dogfight fucking sucks today.
It doesn't make any.
All you
No.
have to
Back
do is
then.
Run away, bomb.
Yeah. It was all bomb. It was all bomb.
Yeah.
It would be like, I'm gonna throw this bomb and let you barrel roll and then early detonate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, no. I'd beat the shit out of Alex upside down.
yeah.
Why do you keep picking Slippy, Alex? You dumb fuck.
Do a barrel roll.
You're never gonna be a cop. Okay, so that's how you feel about
Boop,
back
boop,
then.
boop, boop.
Well,
Now,
like, again, you can play Nintendo 64 on Switch,
yeah,
and I'll tell you, Marnie got me a Nintendo 64 controller.
like the official one.
Oh.
Yeah, like that goes into the little converter.
Yeah.
I think Mayflash made.
Oh, okay.
I think it.
I
don't
think
remember.
I think those are better than the official.
Well, anyways, I'm playing it. And I load up Ocarina of Time for the first time, and I
Yeah.
see like the intro music and and Epona gallop across the thing, and I was just like, "Fuck, bro,
Shit.
this is hitting so hard."
Let's not talk about my opinions on Zelda.
And then you play it though, and you're like,
Godlike. You know what I did? You're gonna call me a liar for this. Beat the water temple without looking at a fucking guide. I got lucky as fuck.
I remembered.
I got
the
lucky
guy.
as fuck. Because that is a hard Zelda
Yeah.
dungeon. It's not hard, it's just, goddamn, 10-year-old me would be so disappointed.
I really like that game.
Mario fucking ruled. But, again, everybody that so, the reason I prompt this is that Reddifer got into, like, a big debate in the Kentucky Discord. And they're all, like, sitting there just saying the Nintendo 64 is the biggest piece of shit ever.
What?
And it's like, you look back on, if you want to nitpick it now,
This is the first 64-bit system.
I'll
Yeah, it has flaws.
say Nintendo 64 biggest piece of shit ever. You want to know why though? It's not because it's the biggest piece of shit ever. It is, but it innovated and it opened the door and it taught everyone how to make a good fucking game. Because like we wouldn't have Dad Simulator, God of War if we didn't have Mario and Banjo and all that shit. We wouldn't have stories that fucking touch us if we didn't have Conkers.
dude, Zelda has the first third-person lock-on mechanic.
It taught
You don't
people
get
how
Dark
to lock
Souls
on.
without-
Nobody would have figured that shit out.
You
Right?
don't
we
get-
wouldn't have Dark Souls because FromSoft was making shitty fighting games back then.
Yeah.
Like
So the big criticism they had was there was no fighting games on 64
which is
that mattered
which
because
is
you
why I
had
didn't
Mortal
know
Kombat
Trilogy.
Annihilation or whatever the fuck it
that.
was.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Mortal Kombat 4 were on there.
So I walked up to the kiosk at Best Buy,
Yeah.
or Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Like the Thanksgiving the game came out and all the kids were lined to play Mario, and I held the controller like this. I was like, I can't. I'm using the D-pad. I
Yeah.
can't get
I
Mario to
did the
move.
same thing.
Yeah.
And the kid and the Blockbuster boy comes over and goes, hold it like this. And I still remember the tactile sensation I had of my hand click, and it just felt fucking good.
Yeah,
I was
agree.
like, oh, and then I jumped in the water as Metal Mario and I drowned and died.
Yeah.
And some
Smart.
kid said, "You killed Mario," and I was like, I ran, I left.
I did every Blockbuster thing I could. I was in the Super Nintendo Challenge where you do Donkey Kong, Turtles, and then what was the third game?
What turtle did you pick? Donatello?
Leonardo.
I think obviously nostalgia goggles included. It did exact when I loaded those games up on the Switch console on the TV. I was like, this is doing it for me.
Yeah.
I'm here for this. I'm sitting there going like, every person that I know that talks shit on an N64 are older than me by enough, like in the range of 3 to 4 years, that they probably had a PS1.
The password is S3.
And I'm going like, okay, but what even on the PS, like, yeah, PS1 has got, Final Fantasy 7, and it's got Resident Evil 2 and 3.
So like
RE2.
It's got it's got the whole Final Fantasy franchise. It's got
It's-
arcade, accurate ports of Tekken 3.
yes,
At least it made home accessible ports
of Tekken.
of Tekkens and Street Fighters to an extent. Even though they were fucked up,
Yeah.
it was like, hey, I can play Alpha 3 at home, suck my balls.
Yes. Okay. Alpha 2 Gold and Alpha 3.
Yeah.
And EX.
Yes.
Those three only.
But you could only play Marvel vs. Capcom on a Dreamcast.
Right. 2. Marvel vs. Capcom.
Or, yeah, 2. Marvel 2.
No, we know.
What the fuck else are you playing on the Dreamcast, though? Because they were saying Dreamcast was up there.
Oh man. Okay, so Jet
But
Grind.
are you
Crazy.
taking a Dreamcast over a Nintendo 64? No fucking way.
Ooh.
That's real hard.
You
No
want
fucking
to look
way.
at my emulators list?
No fucking way.
It's about 32 of 56 Dreamcast games.
Only because they're free.
But then how many N64 games do I have on my list? Because it's only one.
It's hard as fuck to play emulated N64 games though, unless you have a controller for it.
I
played the Evangelion in N64 game
Yeah.
on a keyboard and mouse. That shit was ass. There's like the pyramid where they used to shoot the
Yes.
beam. So all it is you just have to keep the reticle in the middle.
Yeah.
Try doing that shit with a fucking directional pad. I was my mom was so pissed at me because I was like, motherfucker. I kept losing. This was like sophomore year of college when I found this piece of shit fucking game. But anyways, I was just like, God, if I went into 64 controllers, it'd be fucking easy as shit. 'Cause you literally just hold it in the middle.
Yeah.
But I'm going left, right, left, right, trying to fucking keep in the middle. You don't emulate. I don't know very many people that emulate N64 games because the controller is difficult to replicate.
That is true. But if you look at it as the inputs, it's not that bad. Because even like GoldenEye, you can twin stick it. Like it's not bad. You have to put some love into it.
Does it feel good?
Let's go ahead and answer that question though. What's my one game?
Okay.
What is it? It's No Fucking Mercy. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of game. No Mercy is a fucking big game.
Yeah, it makes the entire console worth it to me.
That,
You know
for
what
the
I-
same reason that
you know-
Marvel 2 is worth the
Yeah,
Dreamcast?
it's worth it for
Same level?
same level.
Fuck Marvel 2.
Fuck Marvel
I'm
2
playing
because
No
then I
Mercy
also
all day.
yeah. If
You're
somebody
telling me I can
if-
make a custom character and beat the ever living shit out of right to
and I can
Sensei?
have choke slam on just fucking AA.
Yeah.
Like no. I'd rather play No Mercy.
Especially got the parries down?
But you know what else Dreamcast had? CVS 2.
Yeah.
You know what else Dreamcast had?
Yeah.
Fucking Dead or Alive, the good one.
Okay, so then why are we buying a PlayStation? Because the kid down the street has one and it's cool?
Why did I get a PlayStation?
No, I'm like, why does anybody buy a PlayStation?
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And Crash Bandicoot?
No.
Right, because it sucks.
Yeah, because it sucks.
I play
dick.
Mario
it's
64,
not Mario 64.
And I go play Crash Bandicoot and I go, this is ass.
This is the dumbest
What
shit.
about Spyro? Oh, I'm
No.
only buying Spyro because it's on the Pizza Hut disc.
Yeah.
And I'm backing out of that shit and I'm playing Tony Hawk Warehouse.
Yep.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Toomba was surprisingly good.
Toomba, at the time, was the best Legend of Zelda. Now the best Legend of Zelda is
Link to the Past.
Okami.
Link to the Past. No, the best Zelda is Link to the Past.
The best Zelda is Link to the Past. But
It's on Super Nintendo.
But
bro.
just like Final Fantasy VII, it's too good. We take it right out of the conversation.
So like my thing about Final Fantasy
Is that
VII.
good?
Not in my
No,
opinion.
here's why it's good.
Going back to finish.
Here's why it's a goated game.
Yeah.
Because the people that say Resident Evil Final Fantasy VII is amazing, that was their first RPG.
Yeah.
That had adult.
It's not my first RPG.
It wasn't mine. Mine was Baldur's Gate.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sitting there playing computer game. I'm going like, y'all think this garbage is good?
Yeah.
What? Because the girl died? You die in Baldur's Gate, you're gonna be permanently dead forever.
My first RPG was NES Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah,
right?
which is 6.
It was 2 in America.
Well, technically mine was Chrono Trigger.
And then
And before that, Sailor Moon and other
yeah,
story.
I played Chrono Trigger as well. Oh yeah, I played Sailor Moon and Tenchi Muyo and all that stuff like that too. But then actually I played Final Fantasy Tactics before I played 7.
Oh, damn.
I never beat 7.
I was
got
late.
so
I was
fucking
late
bored,
to 7.
dude.
Yeah.
I was just late to 7.
Yeah.
So I also play as an adult
I,
on my phone at work at Channel 9.
Oh fuck, dude. Well, okay, so I played what I think is the best Final Fantasy right before I played 7,
8.
Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Mario RPG is also on the digital console.
It is
Or no, Paper
Was
Mario.
that SNES or was that?
SNES.
Yeah.
Paper Mario is on.
Paper Mario's on
And
N64.
Paper Mario is really fucking good, actually.
Paper Mario's super duper good.
Yeah.
I
really
think
liked it.
I think Mario RPG is the greatest RPG, so I'm just fucked. I really do enjoy the Mario Luigi story. That's on like DS and stuff.
Never played any of those.
Dude, those games are great. Oh my god, they're so good.
I played Paper Mario. I thought it was going to be goofy as fuck, and then I started to see how deep the game was.
Yeah, it's really
like
good.
the timing for the perfect,
Yeah.
the critical hits and the dodges. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh,
So
this is kind of good. Let's go, Justin. I'm saying,
Mario Luigi is just that
More
but
of it?
more. Yeah,
Good.
it's just way deeper.
I wish they would make a.
Oh, yeah. On,
You guys, you guys see that movie that just came out? It's got the two plumbers in it. I really hope they make a video game adaptation of that. I think it would do really well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I just feel like Jack Black fucking killed in that movie. Mother of fucking G.
Yeah, the movie was great.
PlayStation 1 for me. My friends, the older brother had it across the street. They had Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yep.
They had Parasite Eve. And that was it. And I went over to my friend's house. That's all I remember that they had. Also Siphon Filter too, which
Siphon
was
Filter.
fucking.
I never got into the Siphon
It was so dope because you had a taser and you
Yeah.
could just fry people,
No.
and it was so fucking
No,
funny as a kid.
Game's good. That game's good, and Tenchu's also good. Like
Yeah.
Ninja
the Ninja
Assassin.
game?
Yeah, same group or same developers on the East. Made those. But like, what I really got into out of PlayStation was Busta Groove got me into DDR. Going to the arcades got me into Time Crisis. I meet Teresa Dang, and she's like, I know you like the arcades and stuff, but like fighting games, my brother likes those. I like Time Crisis. And I was like, bitch, I got guns and pedals. And like, Robbie, dude, from day one, literally 16 years old, I tried so hard with this chick. Time Crisis, dog.
The part for me was like witnessing the death of the arcade in real time,
Yeah.
and it was like, why the fuck? I don't need to go to Fun Factory anymore when the graphics are just as good.
Yeah. Yeah.
To my child, your brain is, filling in the gaps.
The first time I saw the high wind take off, I was like, oh my god, look at it.
The only thing I'd go to arcade for is to play the sit-down Star Wars
Yeah.
game. That's it. 'Cause I could beat that shit on $1. But
Or the Jurassic Park game.
yeah,
Time
and
Crisis.
I remember my friend, weirdly enough, the night before I got diagnosed with diabetes, he got Resident Evil 2 on Nintendo 64,
Oh no.
and he was like, "Click, turn on, all lights off. We're gonna sit here and watch me play Resident Evil 2." And I was like, "Is this legal? Can we do this? Like, nobody here is old enough to watch this." And being like, "This game's too scary. I'm out." There's a really good docu-series on YouTube about how they fit all of Resident Evil 2 onto
Yes.
one cartridge. And
Yeah.
it's like, they were saying like it was a technological marvel to do it the way that they did it. And I was like, this is fucking dope.
Yeah, to compress it without losing too much.
Yeah, they lost like a couple cinematic scenes where they were just like still frames.
Yeah.
But the rest of the game is pretty much there. And I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Even though I still think it is the worst Resident Evil in the franchise.
Wait, 2 or
Yeah.
2 on 64?
2, period.
5's up there.
Have you played 3?
Oh, no. Oh, 6 is the worst.
Yeah.
6
Is 6 the worst? I would
yeah,
call
it is.
5 over 6.
No. Dude, 5 was like the first game you could play co-op.
Yeah.
And Shiva is a badass character.
No, she was awesome.
Shiva's awesome.
She
Chris
was why
Redfield.
Chris is alive.
So you play Resident Evil 4, and then you go into 5, and you're like, cool, I've been kicking people as Leon, suplexing, and it's like, got right to the head. What does Chris Redfield do? Fucking Megaton punch this motherfucker's head just straight off, and you're like, that's the boy right there. Look at them basketballs for fucking arms he's got. Game is great. Grinds to a halt. It was like, they were making 5, and then halfway through it, they're like, oh, fuck. This new game came out called Gears of War. Change this shit.
Yes.
And then, like, the back 30% of the game is, like, ducking behind cover, shooting
Lamest
zombies
shit
that are shooting guns
ever.
at you.
Yeah.
Lamest shit ever.
Still better than 6.
That
5
fight
is the
against
worst one in
fucking
the
Jill.
series.
6, I could not get.
That fight against Jill sucked so bad.
It's ass because it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But Wesker moving around like Wesker does is pretty dope until
Yeah,
he becomes generic mutated bad guy at the end and thrown into a lava pit.
Dude.
You don't like Chris Redfield punching the boulder up the hill?
No,
Come on.
Chris Redfield punching a boulder's tight.
That's
It's
like
a
the
great-
whole meme.
it's a
Fuck
great
my
meme.
sister, Leon.
And when I take off as Chris with a jet ski, but no jet ski,
Oh, yeah.
just flying across the water.
No overtime for me, motherfucker.
Five
Six is
five
the
was
worst.
bad. I think 6 was better.
I was so let down by 2 because I thought 2 was like the creme de la creme of the, like, this is what established RE. And instead it was like, fuck, this is ass. I played it on GameCube. I hunted for the GameCube version of RE2. I bought it for $80 from a GameStop
Ouch.
because homie told me you will not find this game anywhere in KC cheaper. And I said, fuck you, fat ass, I'm gonna find it. And then I went to Game Exchange, they're like 120, and I was like, fuck, he was right. I literally went back and he was like sitting there all fucking smug. You back here for RE2? I was like, yeah, you couldn't find it, huh? Yeah, he goes, you know what? I should charge you $100 for this. And I was like, whatever, man. Because I thought all the GameCube REs
Were remastered?
the remasters,
Yeah.
like Resident Evil 1 and 0.
Yeah.
I mean, 0 didn't technically remaster, but
Right.
same
yeah.
engine, you know. I was so pissed off when I popped that shit in there, and I was like, what the fuck is this blocky ass garbage?
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is just.
Maybe you just have a sour taste in your mouth. I think it's literally the high point of the held camera.
isometric?
Yeah, the isometric camera aspect. I think 3's the
I thought
worst
3
of those.
was better.
I think 3's the worst because
3 made me feel scared to be in the game. RE2 was like, here's guns, go nuts.
3 made
motherfucker.
me feel stressed. 2 was like, do you remember 1? Let's do a much larger map, a much larger story.
But I never felt pressure.
I never felt pressured. The only pressure I felt was, do I have enough
Yeah.
ammunition? Because, so first
The
off,
answer was always yes.
the answer's yes, but still I wasn't using herbs or ammo.
Yeah.
Because the real answer is it's a Capcom game. If you can get good, that's all that matters.
I'm going to tell you why I didn't like 2. Because I played Parasite Eve first.
Fuck, you fucked up.
Yeah. Parasite Eve.
You fucked up.
Parasite Eve is the greatest Christmas time video game of all time.
Parasite Eve is the scariest
Final Fantasy ever.
dude.
Yeah.
Resident Evil jump scared me. Parasite Eve scared me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh god, I just learned about mitochondria in biology class. This could really happen. Oh fuck.
This shit, you can't get away from it.
You can't get away from it. It's in our bodies already. We're all fucked already.
It's. I think if you didn't, so you said you played it on GameCube, so you didn't play it like in release. So I don't think it's fair to compare our opinions because like having to go through it, 3 was a huge disappointment because it was a 3-hour game.
Here's my
And then
you're right.
Resident Evil 2 was like a 16-hour game, and then you had to do it again as Claire, and like.
Yeah.
And tell me you played Claire first, you liar.
No.
Nobody did.
Not
Nobody
at all.
did.
So
Like-
okay.
Of course
Like,
not.
No, Resident Evil 2 is like a lot, and like it's a lot to unravel the whole like Umbrella as a character, and like what it did to a city, and what the the idea of what the United States would do to a city if they could lock down.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot to take on. And then Resident Evil 3 was just like the most fun game of hide and seek. Like
See, was I already
Yeah.
jaded about the world?
Here's my thing. Resident Evil 2, when I played Parasite Eve at my friend's house with the PlayStation, and then I went back and I played Resident Evil 2, and I remember being like, why does the city feel so fake? And you play Resident Evil 1 when you're going around the mansion, and there's a sense of like claustrophobia because you're in a little mansion.
Yeah, because you're
But
stuck.
then you're in RE2 and you're like, I mean, in my mind, Leon could just leave whenever the fuck he wants.
But they were gonna bomb the city.
I mean, I get he's got the hero thing and he's a simp for Ada, but
Oh yeah, Ada Wong. Dog.
you can't just leave.
Baby.
You can't just leave the mansion because you know what happens when you open them doors.
Yeah, you die.
Those dogs will show the fuck up. And the first time you're like, oh, it's just one dog. I'll knife that dog, I guess. Then you open the doors again and like 4 dogs rush in. You go, I'm in danger. But my point was like, I was just like, man, I'll just tell you this. I played 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a straight line. I played 4 first. That was my first true Resident Evil game.
Oh man.
And then I went backwards.
Oh man, that.
No, it didn't fuck me up because I played the remake of 1.
Very different, yeah.
And I was like, this is dope. I love this. I got to the point where I could hit that 8-hour mark on a clear and get the invisible zombies.
Yeah.
I was like, I love this. I love this whole fucking series. Popping Resident Evil 2, I'm like, fuck, what a letdown. Pop Resident 3, that's a little bit better. All right, and then you go to 4 and you're like, okay, we're over the shoulder again. So when 5 came out, I was so stoked to play it on Xbox 360 with the updated graphics and oh, this is cool. It's impossible to play professional mode by yourself because Shiva just gets killed every 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Like you literally cannot do it. If you can, I mean,
I just
excruciating.
I played Gears of War first, and then Resident Evil 5 felt like a shitty Gears of War.
No, 100%. Because like Gears of War 1 came out, and it was like, you think Halo was cool? Have you ever played Gears of War? It's dark and people die and they cuss. Master Chief doesn't say any bad words. And then it's like Resident Evil 5, you get to the point after you get out of the fucking weird indigenous swamp sequence, which is like, that's the worst part of the game for me.
The swamp section.
Yeah, it's so terrible. It's terrible. And then it's just it's like a weird Time Crisis shooter where you're holding down the pedal to hide. And you let off the pedal and you pop up and you shoot.
Yeah.
And then you go back down. And it's like, cool. They just took the fucking firing range sequence and just put actual bad guys in it.
It makes it
coming at me, duck. So she
it makes it feel like okay. So compare that.
Fuck, I forgot about. Yeah, that is like prime quick time event shit.
Compare that to a Metal Gear game, right?
Never played Metal Gear. That's the one major franchise I've never played.
Hold on, I
dude.
need the camera. Hold on. Upside down.
Hey, I've never played a Metal Gear before.
Never played a Metal Gear before.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
I can play the Metal Gear Solid theme on a guitar though.
Look at my white in the side here. I'm me. Margot Robbie's gonna be Sue. I'm gonna be Reed. Look at this shit. Man,
I watched my friend get eviscerated by Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And when the older brother came in the room and said,
plug in
Boop.
the other controller.
I was so mind fucked because I was like, there is the only way you would ever know to do that is if you were an older brother,
Wait,
which I am not.
Robbie, can you go to Waffle House?
Yeah, I go to Waffle
House. Robbie, I'm gonna find a way to make you play Metal Gear. Can we do it together somehow? I want to restructure my entire week going forward.
Understand? I haven't played them not because I think that they're bad.
Never didn't say that.
Because I own Nintendo 64. Right?
So you can play the Twin Snakes. You can play the best version of the first game.
That was on GameCube.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't like the Twin. Personally, I don't like the Twin Snakes.
I love
Then
it.
again, personally, I prefer director's cut over our Resident Evil 1 remake.
You know what I hate about the director's cut of RE1?
What's
The
that?
fucking box art. The random dude with the chainsaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google it. It's like the director's. It's like Resident Evil director's cut, and it's like some guy like American Psycho looking when he's got a chainsaw, and you're like, when did the fuck does this happen in the game?
Yeah. Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Huh? to look it up.
I only remember that because of Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's like black and white box art, but the chainsaw is like red or some shit, and he's got like blood on his face.
No way. I don't remember that at all. The director's cut I have I remember has Chris with the gun down his shoulder.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of Resident Evil 1, and I barely remember shit about 2, and I barely remember shit about 3.
Fuck.
I remember the final fight in 3 where you fight Nemesis. Is like there's like a bell tower involved.
Yeah.
And like the helicopters coming to pick you
It's
up.
always you're on top of something. There's
Yeah.
a helicopter and you have a rocket launcher. It's always the same.
Yeah. And I mean that's not how Resident Evil 1 though ends, is it?
Yeah. You're not on top of a building. You're inside the open sewage area of yeah.
Man, yeah, I can.
And it's Tyrant, and he has his big claw arm.
Yeah.
But you got a rocket launcher and same shit.
My favorite fight in RE1 is the shark,
Yeah.
Shark's good.
just because of how you beat the shark. I remember being like, dude, there's no way I'd killing this thing with a shotgun
Yeah.
I always
or a grenade launcher.
liked the plant because
Oh,
all
yeah.
the vines on the ground could get you,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's such a smart thing because you're so focused on
Shooting up,
you're so focused on Seymour,
Yeah.
but there's all the things going around on the floor.
you just shoot that bitch with an acid grenade, and he just dies.
it just
instantly.
fucking wilts.
And you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Acid kills plants.
Yeah,
But the
Capcom
shark is like,
best.
you shove the fucking electric thing in the water
Yeah.
and it just fries it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Genius.
excellent.
All right, so hold on before I shut this stream off. You play 7 and 8?
Resident Evil?
Yeah.
No.
I haven't played either.
So I
Village
only
good?
I only wanted to play. So I made a promise with myself until Kong fucking ruined it for me. That I only wanted to play 7 in VR.
That's what I said too.
And he was like, I get that, but the PS VR is the worst VR you could ever
Yeah,
have.
it's the worst.
And at the time, he was like, the amount of money you have to spend to get a comparable experience on PC is not worth the money.
yeah.
Yeah.
At the time. So what did this? 7 came out like in what, 2018 or
It
something?
really hasn't changed, to be honest.
So I'm like, one of these days I'm gonna break down and play it not VR, because I love Resident Evil that much. But I really wanted to do the VR.
Let's
thing.
really good.
let's do it together. Like, okay, so you're like, I don't want to go back and revisit Metal Gear. Maybe that I'll say.
Oh no, I know. I want to play.
I'll
one of these
say
days I
that
wanna
that
play.
that oil tanker ship has passed.
Nah, it's still in the harbor.
Dude,
I'm looking at it. Anytime I can hop on that boat.
I could play 2 again.
I could play 1 or 2
Yeah.
anytime. I could play 3 anytime.
Yeah.
I love
think 3's the best.
I mean, you know how much we love those games.
Yeah.
God damn, we love those games.
Watson loves the fuck out of
I've killed
MGS,
3 was
and he's just like, whenever I tell him, I go, think of like the major franchises. It'd be like if someone was like, I've never played a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck? What the fuck? No shit. I've never played.
What for
I've
me?
never played.
Wow.
I've never played a Mortal Kombat game. And you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
think it would be more like I've never played Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Nah, I think Metal Gear Solid is like a.
It's more.
I think Metal Gear
Is it
Solid is
that
a
big?
mainstream. Yeah,
Okay, but I
yeah.
mean, like, okay, you got. We'll talk about the time again. We got Mario,
Mario, sure. Zelda,
Zelda.
yeah. Sonic.
Sonic.
There was Sonic Adventure.
We're talking about overarching, absolute de facto mainstream franchises.
I would put Spyro over Metal Gear.
Hell no, I don't think so,
No.
man.
Spyro is
Spyro falls flat because it was purely a race for the mascot slot for
Yes.
PS, and they were like, you can just have it, Crash Bandicoot, fuck off, because we were making adult games.
yeah, but you just said you played Spyro and not Metal Gear.
Because it was on the Pizza Hut disc,
I'm just saying.
and I was like, whoa.
I'm just saying.
I'm like, look, the world is so big, and you can breathe
Pizza
fire.
Hut disc and PSM and PlayStation official demo disc 1, all
What?
3 number 1s had Metal Gear
I
on.
never
it.
had a
Yeah.
PlayStation though. I played
I'm
it at a
just
friend's house.
saying.
Yeah.
It was on the demo disc.
I think Metal Gear Solid is up there as all time. Like I would put it right there with Mario.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'd put it
No.
on a tier down from Mario.
I would put Resident Evil above Metal Gear, and I would
Yeah?
put Mario and Resident Evil.
Resident Evil gets to go above Metal Gear because it has movies. Your mom and dad could potentially have seen a Resident Evil movie.
My parents.
I'm saying generally,
Yeah.
you know, like
My
your
parents are completely not.
Oh man,
Video
this
game
is
people?
making me think so much.
They know about Mario. They know about Sonic.
Right.
Would you
Do
put
not
Metal
know
Gear
about Mario-
a
Metal
bigger franchise or as big a franchise as Street Fighter?
no. Street Fighter. I'm gonna
Would
tell
you
you
put
why.
Resident
So
Evil as
ignored.
big or bigger than Street Fighter?
No, I'll tell you why. You can put the color palette out and people can say that's Chun-Li,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
that's Ryu.
Yeah, you
White-
go,
black-
that's Mario,
Look,
that's
look,
Sonic.
Black, red, tan, white.
Yeah,
That's Ryu.
that's Ryu.
Black, yellow, blue, tan. That's Chun-Li.
Yeah,
Yellow, tan, red
yeah,
is Ken.
yeah,
And you can even find Honda in that.
yeah.
That's how big Street Fighter is. Casuals know what a Hadouken is, even though they can't even do one.
Yeah.
They still know it.
They know what a Shoryuken is.
So
they know
I'll
what
put.
Tatsu is.
I think the best perspective here is I put Metroid on the same level as Metal Gear. Because I don't know a single motherfucker who ever played Metroid until Super Metroid.
I would put
Nobody played the regular Nintendo version.
I would
I'll
put
hold on.
Metroid-
because of the original gameplay.
I would put Metroid and Metal Gear on the same level.
Yeah.
Yes. I would put Resident Evil and Castlevania above those.
Above Metal Gear?
Above Metal Gear.
I would not put Castlevania above.
There's a
Are
rumor
you-
that Brie
Same
Larson.
level.
There's a rumor that Brie Larson is being cast for Samus. Speaking of Brie Larson, completely forgot she was in Scott Pilgrim.
Hottest
Smoke
role she's ever
show.
been in.
Smoke show.
Absolute smoke show.
Everybody in that movie is a smoke show. Even
Yeah,
Michael Cera
And my
with his tight little pink butthole.
yeah.
This is the end reference.
Yeah. And
Fun
on
fact about
that,
that movie, Rihanna actually slapped the fuck out of him, like as hard
Oh,
as she
yeah,
could, I'll come back another time.
yeah.
Make a tier list out of it.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Ooh, out of the franchises?
I'm telling you, no. Mario and Sonic are on top, but somewhere below that is Castlevania and Resident Evil, and below that is Metroid and Metal Gear.
The hard part about Castlevania on the list is that Castlevania is only good for 3 games.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But Metal Gear has persisted beyond that. We
But
have
there's
yet
Symphony
to
of
get...
the Night also.
There's Symphony of the Night. I love
Oh,
Lament of
yeah.
Innocence, but I'm the only one.
Nah,
I like Lament.
Symphony of the Night. Yeah, that's another reason on the PlayStation, I guess.
That was another.
yeah, that
score
was-
for
that was-
Dreamcast,
yeah, that was-
Lament of Innocence.
That was PS2.
What?
Dreamcast had Symphony of the Night and Rondo of
Are
Blood.
we talking about the most recognizable video game franchise of all time? Pokemon,
What were
Mario,
you saying?
Sonic. I was saying that I consider Metal Gear to be like, you have a general conversation about video games, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to be like, you've never played Segumi Tenshin XD5? And you're like, no, motherfucker, I haven't. You've never played Dwarf Fortress? No, motherfucker, I haven't. I've never played Metal Gear Solid. Everybody's head in the room would turn.
Have you played Devil May Cry?
No. I don't own a PlayStation. Because you know what I was playing whenever DMC came out? World of fucking Warcraft. Never own a PS2.
No.
Never
All right,
own a
everybody.
PS3.
Teresa said, "Fucking make good decisions," just like this one that we're discussing